the statement.
Yeah.
I'm very, very surprised. 48 hours after the fact.
No statement.
No statement from the NDC.
No executive has even.
No statement from Felix Kwachufo. I'm very surprised. I'll prove to you I'm surprised. President Mahama, okay, be code of conduct in the room. Say, and I make a Francis Afanka. President Mahama can say also so arrogant.
Yeah.
Mamu, we are arrogant. And audio report, Dr. Mary, we see any other comment in it. Ne kasa anye. Na kokwa mentese krase si Sameja mfini kwa communication officer na kokwa. How many times na hu so te radio so? Bonkomo. Maami we papa yam friend no. Man dem friend mu san so oban 15 months ni no. So then is over at least over 1 year wedding no. Then na why we free zones. Maami we na aka Jeff
Jeff me so hwe the Eugene Penmame me dey send o.
We na oban ya less than 6 months okoji award na no trending.
Right.
Maami we. Omwa de say anointing ben. Na sebe si ya tu nipa ho a wo nya apostle nyame chegran wa ena na Ghana fo be akwa masoma foforo ya mpo na make can see
enu ni.
Yes, my government will not tolerate arrogance and disrespect. This is arrogance, this is disrespect.
Sure.
And I'm very surprised
up to now.
Then no statement from Felix Kwachufo, so no statement from the NDC party. Akwa mubedi atem na me that akwa studio ha
almost 72 hours.
The journalism from in the last 4 years.
Oh yeah. Pressure buying.
You do a term any idea. But we are here. You know why we are here and our channels are growing? It's because of consistency and candor.
Yeah. About the truth.
It's about the truth. Mami omuade. Her apology ni crop party. Say Ghana for Jane say. Ghana what apology no at the back?
Me real hoy.
A very silly apology.
Na say omu fin say
say Ghana for fin say.
What can na one can yeah.
What is this? I go appointees me to me the arrogance.
Yeah.
Otu okasa kwa to me ma la o ya hwan adama obama poso nyame chela. Let's tell people the truth. PhD na kra no kra bi. Odu no efe to me.
Yeah, man, minister mpo.
Papa we ya and see the reason why I get upset when politicians do that. Papa we 2022 atamaso from panifuo akọ galamsey site akọ ya demonstration bomb pass atam na akufo no enhu na guni. Akufo ado na not pre on na guni yanka do ma asema na. What kind of silly entitlement mentality is that?
It's true.
The fact to appointed doesn't mean na akokwa me anya nipa kasa kroka. The body language, the arrogance.
Yeah.
Who are you?
Unyobia.
President Mahama no kra no koshu am because President Mahama na no kan say about galamsey.
Even a cabinet minister kra.
Akokwa wo say me pick up Mahama na commander in chief no. O national security brief no pabia Lord na the team na the brief mo dey no kan. Ono say this for na galamsey.
Yeah.
Mahama na be kan.
Yeah. Osi ono ana point.
Jeff should get us the screenshot. President Mahama na say this for ni for galamsey.
Is there?
Adam mpe no krasa.
It's serious.
And you see, some of them make it seem massive say, I say, oh me sunku bibu nya sunku nsi obia. Me say, many of the NDC fugos are way better than some of these CEOs. I am on for foreign crophobia, but to me money people baby mama say, they go na munim. Arrogance, na ne kasa bi o de to. Even the commander in chief of Ghana and for the vice president the chair police council, president man the chair national security council, he himself admits NDC people are doing that. According to the Adams right. We 3 days here no chicha onam Ghana no chicha where you watreso
watreso
ye da galamsey ye da galamsey etiwa forest remember pe free said ma etiwa forest do o madidi etiwa forest this is etiwa forest ye ka mo me nka because wa ba na wo so ana na akwa emu bi no cheche na mo cheche meje mo ana me say me chi yen
me see most of these people are linked to galamsey. That's why I called say this woman must be investigated. Omo mu defend this and they benefit from the galamsey. And
I go see and so na no mu ni say political parties on and no DJ Slim KB na me share the podcast street is ha akoko omo mu mre party no ho
ai
na hu omo the party score position.
I remember the statement.
Okay, E-Levy.
Yeah.
Your book of time. And the crewman less than 2 years, the same people who spend state resources to do regional campaigns to support that nonsense came back and said I repeal it. Does it make sense? When your principle, my ban and what's on Kamasem. John Mahama himself has said that he would prefer an ugly noise.
Yeah.
Than the closer. Ministers.
That's true.
Yesterday when I made the post about the data, you know the calls I've received. Do you know the calls I've received?
Sam George.
What is this?
Yeah.
Or you're arrogant or more.
It's true.
The apology is also an insult. If you don't know, Facebook.
Yeah.
She's a very politically naive woman.
Yeah.
So you're politically exposed or you're politically sensitive.
Yeah.
You dare not attack the chairman of the Church of Pentecost. You dare not.
It's true.
You're only a politically naive person to dare attack. Your boss will assume. She said to me, most will assume. Because galamsey say yes.
And also, and also,
Faka Korongo. Omo ye no kwana ho. Manso do be a district police commander na chom ye galamsey. And you know police station na tutra CBG bank na e chom ye galamsey. Evidence kura ni. Adam say week ya April 23 na da enye April 25. Yeah. No. Mama na won't tie nkasa.
Serious.
Akwa see man can chom. So if you think you can cower anybody to silence, you lie bad. Cause your livelihood na nyam won ye beje no. Anopem so medical ko me magis ka wo.
Yeah.
What is this? Na di post sebe kwa ona sama me no wo show na ase ne kasa bia ye kasa osewu on kasa tantan
omo winning elections. I think the earlier interview
no kasa ne chobo ni
de ma appointment and all those things
enye chobo ni de ma appointment kwa de bia ha ne me fight for MPP ni e sufu soldiers no e fa na di mataba me fight for them za kwa me ni me bi e bre akwa me bi le cool school me bi kai President Mahama ba Ashanti region ka bi konya eyi no ekwanhia akwa kai track bi ko flipping no wonya 50 cedis akwa obu no enye 50 no no kwagie o be ye edo bi a to say me me ka kire o me by every metric I need to be MPP me ma fratima bo akwa me fratima bo akwa me ye chini but who dey me ka say judge me by the metric of my journalism practice ento no odo bi inherent bi won mo didi ma chi o oba onye bibia na sa akwa na kwa campaign na ma no onye bibia betre nsa enye chobo nya di nya tumi.
Seriously,
how dare you?
Ma me ne de
how dare you?
The otuni fo so be apologize so an guide.
How dare you? Say akwa me come here ntia say Ghana for drink say Ghana for drink say Ghana for drink say sure akwa ha mama banwe wa sunda ye da ba bi obi aka cho say nka mama sa mo boa you can go to hell. You cannot subscribe to our channel, the PNC. Yebeka, because you know, the day our voices dry up, that is the day the politicians win.
I said something yesterday.
The existential threat as an pediatric society of Ghana.
Yeah.
Nephrologist, Dr. Elotran Tendia, but Google it. The respected pathologist, Dr. Poku say or say something the Ediaba, and cry a woman Musanibo, and cry Dr. Canton, rumor fertility. One of my brands, your own cabishi. How could you baby person, but Umbaya won't walk? Baby, the one you're talking about this, you want to attack sound voice. Now, what Ghana and say, woman, you have seen anymore, and you're freezing anymore.
As we cry, we are okay, crowd.
Let's see a cocoa, and I'm so back at it. We don't care. And you see,
yesterday I said something.
Jesus Christ.
And as someone make kind say, we as journalists, especially with Inshiraha, the voice are otifri muno. The voice of the people are aligned to any. You mukrumi and now mind swim. And that day, and one would see ho, and I said, Debbie to send ne, no would see ho, a kai womo fan who did that is Freedom Day in South Africa. And a Fibiano Omuhudi, a Freedom Day celebration, it is a Ghana and Kiebe Independence Day, no. One Muhudi Omudie on the 27th day of April, it was South Africa. Now, we a kai South Africa for bra, one more bray, a war, Oko South Africa. Yewo South Africa fo a wono etisa abrofo ana wono eya akokofo ene yewo South Africa fo a wono ye tuntumfo na wohwe a kakra bi ewo mu omo ye akokofo no mo na tumi nyina akura wo mu a wono edi abibifo no so enti until 1994 na South Africa wo ho no mo na wo ye tuntum a na esese be wa ye sa aboa bi ye mfa wo nya hwe se ba se wo yade a hospital mpo a mo be ko no ya hyeda ye mumu hospital tantantan kukobu obi ye wo ba bi ehye dade moko sukuu kura ye mamma emfremu enkubi ye wo ba bi amo no ye asenko asum mumu de mo japade wo saa na wo no mu ye no enti sukuu papa South Africa for mu yetuntum no mo mantimi nko bi ayaresa papa na wono mu nka ho eba abato krase ye vote akere ya adwene wo man ni mu ensusuye ho a na etuntumfo no yemfa wo mu nya hwe na wo mu nka ho na edidididi mu a na Nelson Mandela ene other heroes a wo ka wo mu hubo mu yese no South Africa ezo wo mutumi nya wo mu fa ahodie no wono mo ehya ase epre ho a eko fa ahodie South Africa asem edema wo enye wo mu nko amanya hodo pii no anso including Ghana, Nigeria, other countries bebrina no in their own countries no omo ye protest march street walks ahodo and omo di protest against apartheid system na ewo South Africa na say uye bibini a yemfa wo nyehwe yebu abibifo so omo ye moa enyimu ahodo na ekoso na ma bibifo efa ahodi hu nsem ato ape wo South Africa no aman hodo pii do ma no tumu a wono nso ye wo ye kire pii no ade kire wiase se etwase South Africa nya wo fa ahodie na Nelson Mandela even through that ne mani timi koda prison kra ne ade a be 27 years a che say ye din prison no na papa is still na onyaye and through it all okosua a try lead ye say apartheid system no etuo ebetumi etwa he led negotiations ahodo bebre through the apartheid system no a ne yiye bibifu free mu no a wonu fa ahodi unsem ato ape no it is ye ka South Africa fa ahodi unsem a obi a ye ta boni din pa kese eye Nelson Mandela se wagina mu pa atimi aprema South Africa wonu mo fa ahodi unsem akoyie Jeff I learned menya message be say we are not being heard enti hwema me say demu amami hu na enti ene no se wokopie mu South Africa Nelson Mandela mo contributions heroes ahodo a wono nyina de omo ho hye mu amanya ahodo omo ta South Africa echi nyina ebua ma sa apartheid system na ewo ho a na yiye bibifuo mu no ende in 1994 in fact we shared the extreme negotiations na say negotiations a course den pa no a na wono mo de hwese wo benya won fa hodie na started 1990 ede by 94 na eye ehunsunsu aso etimi eba ya South Africa ehudi wono mo first post apartheid elections ye bibifu afri mu no apartheid system no akiri no omo first elections wono mo hold was in 1994 on the 27th day of April enam so the first president or black ever Nelson Mandela etumi eba ya ube edi wo mine so na already speech okan ya na o chere South Africa hawa wono mo akomu a enya asem ketwa na utie Nelson Mandela ho nsem a chere wo say he was really a symbol of reconciliation and democratic transition in South Africa eba ne say o hwe say bibifo so benya chefa ewum na woni abrofo no a kakra bi no mo South Africa wo mo ne wosika wo mo ne wotumi ni ade a no mo hye won so no ebe kan ho abumu no na chese Nelson Mandela edimuntinti my power lead sa negotiations ahodo na mso me yekoto aba post apartheid elections no ena na oto aba into uba Facebook Nelson Mandela ena eto na aba no on this day it was South Africa 1994 chese enam so a ode eba ya ode ebe lead ye first time ever into South Africa 32 years ago ena chese womo so womo fa ahodi hu nsem no itimiti womo ye very young pass ye ka fa ahodi hu nsem ene womo ye wrofo okurumu osa no so hu bibifu a womo kura kun bi ma womo a ema womo fa ahodi hu nsem ba yi womo ye yenso wrofo a womo tata bibifu enti South Africa history a edaho ene de iti ukopie mu a eye ni jesem sanse ene na womo su hu se womo ye nipa because na abrofo no treat womo se mmoa bi enti womo akwan mu bia wedi 18 years and above bia wotumi to aba e wo South Africa initially na ntisa because na womo hye enkwasum de apartheid system no a na ye ma womo fa ahodi hu nsem enkonkan enti eni jesem wo South Africa ene eno no se wokọ wachi a Ghana nso be pie mu a day like this on the 27th day of April 1972 and opanyina onu so di ye ni mienya afa ahodie Dr. Osagefo Kwame Nkrumah oka nchini guye to anananom wonsie do na owi ewo Bucharest Romania eho ena okofri mu na wanya 62 years. In fact, other we know so Etron is 63, but roughly that was in the age range, na because na kabo so make kakra bi na watumi edru ni 63 no na ohwa na enjiremu ni kyerɛ sɛ yade na ɛwɔ ne so cancer ɛna ɛde ne free eto anananom ɛwɔ nsie do na ne legacy anase n'animonyam a ɛta Ghana echi a yɛde bɛkae no ne sɛ ɔno elidi Ghana emienya yefa hodie in 1957 ye independence no na obeye global symbol a aman nyina hu ne se south se wo hwe obi a owo Ghana ha ana abibiman mu a wapre se Ghana fo ene abibiman ahodo nyina beka bom na yaye baako Pan-Africanism no na yetimi ede yadwena ye nsusuye edi ye ho so a Kwame Nkrumah edi mu ntintiman na ebra wo wuye no yede ne ba bepie mu ewo Ghana arrival no ebra yede ne body ne bepie mu no was on 9th of July 1972 enti owuye on the 27th of April 1972 no few months ya na omudi ne bepie mu omudi efunu no eba eye Ghana enti uba Facebook a ebra omudi ne funu no bepie eye Ghana no enie enti na efunda ka no ne da helicopter di mu no enti helicopter no mo amufi se ne ya na helicopter aba no sabri nyina na plane wo no omutena mo ina abesi no yeyi ne body no efrim na yede ne besi ya na omutwa odwan no omutwa odwan moja de egu ho ansana omuyi emu no afri helicopter ni mu na esetete na no mpaye no ekoso na abra omudi emu no eto kaa ni mu ni asrafo ne di akire no a wo masalaya kwaafo nsu seyifo di akire wo to nwum edi akire no ena omudi ne ekọ no nti emu no ena edi mu no a yede no ekọ na manfo esu osagefo Dr. Kwame Nkrumah oma yenya yefa hodie na mu no bepie ye no na esu a edi akire asrafo no mato santene no wono mode ekọ no na yede na mu no ba bi omudi na ko wurei yede na mu no ko wura mu ewo eye first of all nkrofo eho ena yede na mu no ekokoto ye na yedi kai kra ti asofo na etwa hia no a wono mu yi apaye ama no se be ya wokropon be ma no dabrepa nti first place a wono mu ne koto ye eye nkrofo eti ehoni wo hwa ya twere ni mu no sagefo Dr. Kwame Nkrumah museum saa ho no na nkrofo ho ena wo mu de na akɔhye but Ghana and such remisi ese be kai no eni ade na yin si yakonya museum won kran yede kai wo sagefo Dr. Kwame Nkrumah but first place of a year yede ne koye was nkrofo eno na da Facebook ya ha ena wono de to ye at the initial place no it will me abehwe wo Facebook. This is how it looks like enti osagefo Dr. Kwame Nkrumah kai se ene day ena edabi sei ena wo free mu in 1972 ena yede na mu no ebepie mu July 9th 1972 na yede no ekopie mu won krofo a eno nso koya arehosem na brichi abo na oman atoye ne abese no bebia yetum kyerese ti wo hwa abra wo de ne to amena mu ni wono mu eje ne kama bibia ye fine ti yakoya chi eno na yabakosem a ewo yachi ewo today in history ni mu ere nyina besi meba esi ana afi yatumi edidwa meba esi party. They look at fairness of every issue that happens. How many floating voters? Enti de ha adwene bia no omo kasafa yemu de kira aban. Aban bi obeya aswoden no. Eya na ya omo se na wotan ya aban no. In fact, ebia aka omo ye na ana ha NDC station ye NDC 7 ye say. But you see they hate the truth. That's politicians. Enra me yonko bi kan say or train video I may no the cotton obisa say. So where is your friend is saying Abronye? to listen to the video, see a NDC asem. So we see a NDC asem. And you see, it's about the country, it's about development.
Yeah.
So obi a obe kase oh sorry etia o mine there.
Yeah.
Ye ni floating voters, ye no mo voice here.
Akokwa you see asema kan no. Ma menya education bi wa. You see, akokwa me. I never dreamt of being a journalist.
Yeah.
Could you just tell the best akokwa you see the oath I swore to myself the day I started this job is this. As journalists, our fidelity is to the truth.
Sure.
And those are makers a galamsey and mama evidence, mama documented evidence.
Right.
As journalists, we are gatekeepers. TBE. Gatekeeper chese anopay. And that because you far from terms I become you. I have independently researched my topic and I'm a gatekeeper. I decide what I talk about.
Yeah.
How come we are me a scorekeeper? Scorekeeper chese NDC buy no. Omo can say galamsey ye bekun. Omo nka.
Yeah.
Enti me check it, turbidity, pictures. Bibi e so mo ku a. Akokwa me wi a me ye watchdog. Scanner wo so there 1 million coders no eko. Laptops na ka so beton eko. Laptops on quality be na wo toy. That is my job as a journalist.
Yeah.
Me communication officer. Me extension of Samijemfi office.
Yeah.
And also interested says some agent and NDC papa me mo abasoma bebo.
Yeah.
But this is my job. It's a nyama me better fan full na me be kase me yo de. That is why akokwa no matter what you say about me my personal character I don't care.
And one thing stands out, that is backing it with facts.
Exactly.
Asem na nipa na can say no credit na because we be
exactly.
But we are showing documents, we are showing you video, we are showing you everything that indicates that asem I can. So what's your problem?
Me say akokwa we a wiki oda river hene aye. Me e kan mo se mo me enka. Mo boa.
Oda nko na wo kan.
Akokwa.
E say wo dey achim area na free. E say esikam.
Na first ne kan say.
Esikam no e wo hin.
Akokwa first ne kan say achim kwa me num brem. Me bi frachim. Akwa eno brem ebi so wanim wa ha yade aba konfa no te be bɔ ma no wo yam be hyew wo fa nyinam a udu bridge no so ahwe nsuo no udu anyinam na adu bridge no so a aya ahwe nsuo nim so obi ka se galamsey gusu ko so akokwa naimos chi o mo cheche nkrofo no first time ya cheche nkrofo okromani don't read about Operation Vanguard.
Oh, shasi ache.
You see, and akokwa dey am ka say you can be ignorant but don't be arrogant. At least read. Before, by the way, so good food soldiers on my being be a dinner and come make a cancel who no can radio no so.
Now even using
because you see because the basic common sense is that if you want to attack somebody, know about your enemy.
Yeah.
Aqua America, so no come from here and then oye. Odia branch the chi.
They will send spice earlier.
Aqua spice quite work with omu timi fa say be meet me super yando, meet me in the bonnet. Yaman say yi akwa na ona pese me du bone a me soma adempa
right
watwa picture okwa bi a wusi wuma wo hu ka routine wo je coffee wa ha wo mu wa ha na atwa gobe wo do wacha why they want to get information about the enemy before they attack. So if you want to go after the church and you see they be am say media your front me nkasa bra me mo a me hu me ntimi nkasa ochira o manum kasa tente ma we do ben why free zones what our friend them same say 1 year ni then we free zones wo he dey be ameka ato forcing me o ma me 1 CD nyame am so no me dance the only time I saw 2024 no be na am hanasa but I look at his demeanor o kind of budget we city Joy TV3 UTV wapon obeba metua we foka bondholder sika so metua okoni meeting wa ha say boko he the deputy minister
but we are appointee krana that type of communication you leave it to your communicators and all those things
kasatintin
we are appointee you are sending the whole you
so mo kasa no ena system ena baba amando mu so kasa sa bi no
oh yeah
so mo kasa because these are the leaders. These are the leaders. I mean, I can't galamsey. Now, one next week, then the baby bubura. Next week, me I make call round. Me I make call round. I could chaba. National security be joining man say.
Necessary.
If you know the ramification, and then sorry, Ghana issue. Because in India, Ghana issue. There will be climate variation.
Yeah.
There's a difference between climate change and climate variation. Climate change is 30 years. Climate variation is about 10 years.
Every 10 years.
You change new and make catch say make me say then. Carbon dioxide near the babon tino, and in the near photosynthesis oxygen. Now we change any go. And 24/7 no imagine them guys when the last die what happens? Because your survival as a human being depends on the forest.
The last man.
It's a man for forest in Igwa. Man say sense no be can. Who didn't attempt? No mean person at the chairman of Pentecost. Who is serious person. And I'm very, very surprised. Said to date, the presidency have not spoken, the party have not spoken. Your silence means that you endorse every nonsense that woman speaks.
Let's tell them.
And you see, that apology, you know, the bad should have even been the day. I was very skeptical, so but I apologize, a very arrogant person. And I hope maybe say that the party's co-position.
Yeah.
Because you see, and this is for another person, I'm saying, Ghana MPP in this, I'm saying. Ghana MPP in this, with a point of some register and MPP, I'm saying. MPP, oh, trouble Christ, so many t-shirts when it's got on Kotwaba. It is the ordinary Ghanaian who believe in your policies, your poster, your everything you appeal to them to go and vote. Now, me Kotwaba, so me Kotwaba, me you busy got my Kotwaba movie. Now, but trying to talk Kasa Bosso now the poster you at the church as a with the greatest of respect. That was. How come I say a politically naive person about attacking the Church of Pentecost? And the NDC party should sit down quietly and watch it. Maybe I said me 6 months ago. The arrogance, some of them. Look at the ministers near body man. To force it. Untina no kasa. Why any bibia kama. Ebia kwanya huhe. Oya ko krenko. Name yenka. Sa we hwan. Me ma told me data na me ye kwenko. Me complain no. You think that you have the boldness to come and what? Attack me.
Yeah.
Who hwan. And I hope ebi was sato. Ebi o den abe. People have died because of this sentence. So what will you do? Where's that?
And you know, purchase apostle when you're Ghanaian. She said, "Oh, do you know crowd?"
I don't want to go on certain time because of the platform you're on. But they should be warned. And I hope I can't for the 10 to shape that church. The Ghanaian people, they don't catch them people for. The Ghanaian people are politically conscious.
Yeah.
I want you man, Yoruba rates your Professor Samasa Poyeso. Who was at 214 before minister? Just tell me. But all of a sudden. Almost every poet, baby, so woman best as the mama, why? It's performance.
Yeah.
And the Ghanaian people are not stupid.
Yeah.
When they know you are bound a free zone, then why? Then, Miss Waba, assessment going to Kwaja award be. We. Then why? Mama buy a quick on Mama Kwaja award, baby. And if you because I see the arrowhead you are following, my papa Nankasano, my papa Nane informing. I got because of me this place. I would have done a lot of things. But I'm here to down to 1 year.
Yeah.
No one who may be so.
Yeah.
My bosses are listening, they know.
It's true.
Because when you come into silence.
No man be why
even my parents will do so.
Yeah. And simply
because of the person.
Yeah, it's true.
So when someone appoints or give you power to represent him, you must be journalists also another or no kind as anointing being. Now, man, we will go job being a person. I'm just saying, convincing the power, and I be convincing. Even the contribution of the Church of Pentecost, even the contribution. I see sometimes people attack the church and they're ignorant. I go to the north. Most of the healthcare facilities are Catholic Church, Pentecost Church, and they covered on the Pentecost Center. Man, say, you know, Yamo Yabre, you baby credit, Yada for Bakugu. They have Google, Jeff, yes, our production, mammy. Almost facility now go more feteno. They gave it to the country. And in fact, baby I fell with your friends say IDS Information Services Department ISD. Almost the Pentecost Church the home.
Almost see a lot of facilities as support to about.
Almost see a lot of facilities that cover the Roman Kiwu Proma. Mulinas now do on the charges of a Kakasatan time. Over Kakasa 10 times say at fancy war party mono. Silent this and then on Ghana. It took the lives of Samuel Sinayas to build Ghana's first infectious disease center. Katie in German, we go to Japan, my it took the Church of Pentecost. Then you have the temerity to go on platform and attack such a man of God. Near can defend it.
She's not politically mature.
That's why my age. I follow this enterprise since 2006. 20 years following our politics actively. Because of my father. Mr. Makusadi, uncle positions, uncle Fubi. So we best assume. And all time people from the meeting Gaza. Who's that? And I'm going to road you call 100 CDB. When someone is giving you 100 CDs to endorse this, you are very cheap.
What crowd joining
you? So, man, 500 CDs say, and you know, but did will be at them. That's what you are cheap because you are Samano. Some of the co programs. They know the co programs.
Yeah.
Omo no ye nsuo yi bi o.
David.
Wo nsuo betimi atwa ye cool 12 cedis. Nsuo betimi atwa cool 12 cedis. Who defend the way? Akwa me company bi hotel akokwa no me hu bi da. Nsuo no o hwe bottle no kra ho. Ho akono ne ade a. Akwa fe manum kunu kwa na me tro tie me ya.
Yeah.
Because ni akomu mu no. Ani ni akomu sesi ano. Difference wom. So if someone is giving 200 cedis to come on social media and endorse this nonsense. That's Akwa ono no ejibu. Maybe obeko.
Yeah.
What's your natural letter about? Oh, see, you're going to seek treatment abroad. Or something you paid. You took my mom paid. What crack master your confirm and I'm so.
Yeah.
150 crown to me to that take the CD no fast renter.
Yeah.
Now ready, no what could do. Who defend the way?
Yeah.
Defend it. And I always say that since I got close because of what I do to politicians, they know why are they not drinking the same water we drink? Look at our schools. Why are they not talking their kids to the same schools as Kobe? They know what they are so pretending over. Yeah. We inform and say Casamono. Yansuna Sabio, ye bedinti, they be this country. The reason why advocacy is not sustained it's because of lack of reading ye bedi. Obo campaign or the year by your Kobona dance.
Or the year no akwaje kakra.
Okay, just give me 2 minutes.
Yeah.
Papa, Professor Smasapon, the research about skip it. I'll do it better next week.
Next week.
But I see a difference. The top trainer is doing Ketara and reduce Eric J. Eric Kupuku. How does it compare to Musa Dankwa? It's flipped. Atufos will default for no difference with Musa Dankwa. But the key actors are there, said Professor J. Nanupukwajima. But you see, he said something about how the people responded. About 8,000 of them was sample 8 regions. So not all the 16 regions, 8 regions, about 6,000 something.
Okay.
Of them.
Right.
Let me just get the figure for so that I don't misquote him. Just 1 minute. Let me just get that right because the methodology is very, 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 very important.
I was here live on Facebook, Ishra 104.5. You can join us now. Potential presidential candidates for the NDC. Unimso mo bepre intino yehwe research across global info analytics e de ne de buy now Dr. Smasapon enso de ne de ba and you say to interrogated those facts na yehwe how ya na ayebibia
yenko but
ode boso kakra
some of the reasons no
yeah
it confirms something I've always done when this post comes in
right
why were they choosing a seeding criteria? Look at, and I think that all Mumudi candidates they should pick this data. It's a good data. And say, oh, now Professor Smasapon not predicting when I hope I will trade the money 100%. I forward said that signs are like bikinis. Who about bikini? I just my bikini picture. Or Bahuni bikini, nufu. Bahuni book. Two was nufu na. We to cook. We to jollof. We to data. iPhone. No be amount. And only a Juma, when you compare it to election, it's work. You put in strategies, systems, resources, message. I'm quite to say, sanity. On the same thing, that is what he said. Reliable, experienced, serve the party more, very popular, very courageous. He has been here to visit us, grassroots man, because he's hardworking, good communicator. Last phone, we see a pattern.
Yeah.
The delegates respond to people who've been there for them. And on America, we've seen him. Tell you to win your elections.
Because you know, you chubu, you know.
One, the tour started, you know. She said that he has been here with us.
Yeah.
Now, let me pick Atufosen. The reason why I say that Atu's only emergence in the race is the performance of the economy.
Yeah.
And that is tricky.
Yeah.
See, he has stabilized the economy. He's competent for the job. He's young and vibrant.
Yeah.
But Makacho said, when you look at our voter register, about the 80 million voter roll, 79% of those people are less than 49 years.
Right.
So, Atofosen's only work, and why I say if he contests will win, it's because of this for he doesn't meet it.
Yeah.
Grassroots. Been here with us.
Yeah.
Very popular. Serve the party the more. Yeah. That party service may be the edge he has over all of them.
Which is the party.
Now, the next person who comes close is Eric Kupuku. You see the same traits there.
Yeah.
Grassroots, good communicator.
Yeah.
Experienced politician. It's like comparing it to serve the party the more. So your party service is important.
Another one for auto force in the competence.
Anytime you drag, now certificate they have some, Mahama na be na timu hu no dey kwasa ma me. Unyi nyansan since afu so jano.
E be cry graduates
serve them well. Yeah. And I hope anybody who picks this research to go through the reasons, they will see a clear pattern. And why this man seems to enjoy that bromance he enjoys with the people is because he served the people since Eridek 2005. Maybe school in Akwakuba and Eridek Hotel. Onum kumia busy the show no 7. Right. 21 years service of the NDC party. They are seeing it. And it's showing. Even when you pick the Musa Dan Kwapo, look at it.
Yeah.
So it's showing. Serve the party. So yeah. I'll leave it there.
Thank you very much. Eugene say to the fact checker. We analysis papa and I did go akwemu the amount and of course
because men some mechano. I won't retract anything. Until do an episode where Joe station if you don't want to be libelous.
But to break.
I hope I young kind of credible politicians. One. So I a politician unim nyansansi
right.
School na makoko no. Ye na mu na tena class bi. Mu bi kura assignments ya na ne yema mo. Ene yenso na bi mayan. Nti ye yafa mu na amafa bi. Akwa one NDC full soldiers be brain nyansansi appointees bi other institutions na no.
Oh yeah.
NDC full soldiers be brain nyansa.
At least ana
madasu ana actually.
Okay.
Na minim boni amaye. And reasons here ACD4 edema say transformer ni bia say me chimi area ho nyina transformer so ba kokran say
there be almost say nipa na wo no wo mu nyini wo ye doso enti eso mo de power ano eden kakra ba say be nipa ni nyina be yemi nti wo mu sesa transformers no wo areas
me de ensesa no
sa
and wo mo mte wa na te wo meti atonsu bokro
nipa no population ni nyini
bi hu obi a wo si fu dan fu yes dan na wie wo bokro eti ehefo na asa aba ho abeka ho a mom the reason we emaye
there was as nyina asa
da binya na wo ka che me say wo mo si nipa nyini nti
say man for ebi sisi dan wo areas aye kwafo betna ho ne
awie atonsu mi hu se plot bi da baby ye twetwa ni nyina ye le bibia awie eti ya eti wo na na eti wo
ti dan ni bi meka ho kra
dabi ya transformer so ma chi hu nyina
for to be any
me who say transformer na ye bibia and why must we be punished like that?
Okay,
what you say e dey bentia especially so a masa catch you say you twetwa 1 cedi on every liter of fuel enya dey bedum ye light.
Okay,
meter no so a e prepaid ananya sa it just say you trace kana ma odada. Then what is happening? Okay. Na medda sumhe akoko ade ayanse wani tua sumu na uko wramada wani tua sumu na uko wramada
na so oda udum light
madam dum light eno just why you hear niam bi na wudi dum light na we dey we road do na bobon ko
onye na
so pathetic
ya bo ani frapra ko pe
so pathetic na me nim say what is happening dey bad dia. Ocha say dey bad dey nti na wo say dum ye light
omuso ye dum siesie.
Oh come on dum siesie na na ye nimu no enti dabria be dum siesie no
okay
oh dabitio we had reasons yeah dey na wachi he ya hu say na pylons no yes san na transmitter omu dey specifically dey bad dia. What you say? There may meet here na make a choice. I'm say transformer. Ebia blasting, ebia yede. Me area ba kukura nu ha blasting. Eti edie pe boni ni aye. Akukura asemo anfa mo anu antu me bai. Me hu se nkofo owura mu generator ho.
Then na say ye call off.
Ni nyina ye extra cost to the facility. Ya hwe ni anka ho asema. Enema ma businesses collapse. One of it electricity. Stable power supply. So when it distracts a whole lot. A man for gadgets say. A man for near freedom say. What you say? And send a man for Brabanca so say due to dear Bentia. Now we can nip to me where go run them. Now you doom lights, not me go run them. I don't see. And so I am minister. Minia Okasama regional minister onye bibi moy most especially to so or ye vibrant or TikTok sunya dia obi ehunu no they should use that adie na wo no demanding ye mama yen
Yeah. Hussein. Who's the regional minister? I can see Shia MD ECG Penny Pankasa. I think so about Kruma. So much Shia Usibisa. Me who know social media. And meaning first of all, so one year there.
Akukwa tachamada bujom na moja radio furusani de nyame adom me ho yepa.
All right.
Edi ka meche awon so.
Meche.
Na mabom waso for juma de sonko amoye de bo asanteman. Na mache Poliando. Meche production team so so nyina.
Me hu se na wo twa ni mfonyini. O Philip Papa.
Ode me madam for me bro. Ode me kwadro so anazi. Nti we dey was etiro te kokoso asase so.
Grandma nkosu.
Na nyankwada.
Amen.
Na we dey me den check ese edi free RC's regional minister so ye de ma santima nyina. Akokwa. No kre. We are say obi bie ni honoma okọ hawo mu a obepeso obeka na no atumu. E was oka. Wo hwe Yura John Dramani Mahama aban so ya. Metimi aka say e dey wunya nyina 100% there. But about 90% there. About no constructive criticism they embrace it.
Yeah.
Me kasi ni nyina 100%. But about 90% there it me esa nema no. Dum so ya there. Dem say me to me betra handem say enka say o kan ya dum na so na dum na so na dum na so obeye okay. Unye okay. NDC for ya ankasa you complaining. MPP for you complaining. Yenya Ghana for
was na poso quickly amansan share me kwadwo bi mreku atrase.
So you the causative agent and I say baby a free aba bedru enne. Nyame enu nukure ni dum so aba. You doom light ni aso, you doom light ni aso.
Na what really weekend no.
Okay.
Yeah.
Which me kosumo enso.
Me so me pa bibia ye fine.
Already ase why ya
dey fine. Someone so dey koye.
Koye na me minimu na ye me yansumende.
Adan
minim de maye.
Adreba
chairman
na ho ye.
Chudi ampo nyankopon adaroma na so ye.
Adom ne mpa boy ye ho ye papa.
De jana se.
Se mi ji se weekend no so bibia fine.
Nyame adom. Bia koye.
Da okropon ase.
I won say see asem na go straight no. Anka first no busa no o enya kran kan ntimi compreni. But no way yi sai ni nyina afiri wo go straight. There's a say no my men kan kase
o pass mama
men kan kase ka first na dia o enya kran kan ntimi compreni so kai
me kai
enya kran ntimi compreni
ba yesi dia
ba yini nyina so rade
okropon ebi
ebre o kofi
agwase wi asem bana so mbesa asem na be tintini bia ye kan no atemlem aha no am ya kan no sane enko achi bai wadu so be de ho ba so so a e secret ni nyina de ba de hunya
eno ya adwen
wa wi ya
ye pan sa agwano whether it is or it is not. It is the beginning. What the aba na minimum sense wo ho ensem ofie da bokrata mu nsem na poso ebre no ko se break kakra bam intino yem frankrata na poso no ententem na afi be roughly 10 minutes bi na ready na ebi enuru na radio ni dem okay you see had di mo a mo ye inu Facebook nko na no kra me na so me that I did Facebook
for no more o mama ne ma ye
Facebook for no mama ne o mama ne
ma yem question we WhatsApp
Facebook na
me nko pe link ne nto me WhatsApp na
na mo abehwe ye fi
sure
no na ebebo anti so hwe Facebook na wa share
yes ka kire will be same for no WhatsApp
o musu benya bi etumi ahwe enti share the link no ano no na adwen pa fa ye sase na krata no na
medase say ya de mo chance ya de bon krata mo boso a aba emonten so say de be ya so betimi atesi dwom na wakope bi ato no wakenka na aboa wuntini ya didi animu no ana ede esom wo anopai adwempan ne kofi mensa adwempa papa ne onim kan mene
amansa nyina chia me kwadwo be mreku
ene ya de bon krata no eba daily guide de bon krata ne de manim ene anopai ene ensem de wono so atwe bi de aba pa na Richard ni ama ana waka dia to dwa say wono ansa na oba be ware no no ayo de for dada nye se wade wie ye na obenya na hunyade esa de ne yire de na kwa asem bia ye gini sika pudu anya asem ketu ho nsem ayi bibia ho no wose asem krofo twamfo nyini se wono no wade wie ye na oba benya na hunyade wose da bi ono wonware ye nyina no na che se wode ne ho ho asem enso ewo ha no mo na Ghana Immigration Services so se de bia betumi adane dane nioma ani ni atoto nioma na yen asia so no yetimi ayire bambo mu pampe no enam so amampanfo edi dwumadie bi eba wo friend say operation secure our borders eno any dwumadi ampanfo ede eba na eno na nam so a ho nsem kaye ni nyina no panfo tintim da gu nkrata so a che so de akwa diamond panyini a ho asem ewo ha no mo Reverend Stephen Wingamo no na che say aginatuku a wonom ehwe Ghana Immigration Services so no otwa wonom anu to ne di animu a wonboduam ewo mampanyini akache no ho asem enso ha no ene anopai na uboduam enso ewo asante mantemu a ene abia ya hwe ni muse betimi asiesie na aboa ye na eba na kone badie dwadie hu dwumadie so hu ye de nneoma afira ma bofo so ye piem o mai mu Buankra Inland Port no Buankra Inland Port no mpanyfo se eda so konkon no mu na eno na agyatuku agya wo mo so ehwe Ghana Port and Harbour Authority so o ma banan akọ ene owura Johnson se du nkati odi mu tintiman won mo kwa no che se Buankra Inland Port ne de ehia asem pa o eyade e ba be boa mo economy no eni adane enti wo se aban kika no mesi edi na wo ye na afam de no obo ama sa adwumadi no etimi enso so eba so a che se no asem ne ho amanebo de oboka tai e de aba ene anopai na ubodam ewo Kwame Nkrumah University of Science and Technology so ya sabia ya rese betimi asi wono sinyankopon adaroma abrwa ipuma kwam get fund for omofoto no mabodam sikabotia no esom Ghana cedi no 400 million ya tabri si afanko se dwumadie mu eno so asem ewo hanum ene enso anopai enya asem ketu akura na asante mantamu MPP amanyoko no omo edna tukuo no ana omo so kire se sisi adomota ondine den fokuo afoako ana nyanga sa afoako
edine we
afoku yes afoku daily guide afoku omusisi omota na chi pompe
afoku
yes
afoku for chairmanship
to omuso omota na chi anya asem keto anso korantino council of elders omo MPP asante mantem hanom no na omo ka we kwadoma memfa we na to aso daily guide nsem ode ba ne bi ka ho na mum de mefa free mu na me de asom we
yo mahurima be gya de daily graphic de obokrata no na enim ha nso na ne nsem tele bembem pa na eguya na asem kese de enim ya pa ne se pani kwanchefo no da ataya omo na hwe yenkwa ebitu no de ato empanifo nim se be yanka omo mutumi a ene asrafo na asa posifo de ne se pa de be ya wo mo betimi dia boy yenkwa ebitu no ho ba ne mpempi na no wo ma sabi wo mo tufuma gudi emfam na kwan so no matimi etom so sa wo mo cheso forest commission wo mo ahobambo ku na wo mo wosen so sabi wo mo ntimi nkakasi tinkaja empanifo hwe atre wo mo dwumadi ni mira mo a wo mo betimi aboban ye pa e de afa yenkwa ebitu no ho a kate wa bo ho ama na elinchen e de anim ha na mahu se pani kwanjefo na da immigration service ano e na e de anim ha na osre ankrankra efo se wo mo embeboa anase omno mo nkambom se de be ya wo mo dwumadi a wo mo di no ebetuma gya na so ebrane na anim ha kroya na wotwe wie ye na enya asam keto akra ne nyina ne se empanimfo ekunni ni anintina abrabomu wo mo betimi de donhwere ba akwa na sima ba akwa san wo hyebere wo mo nyina be hia mu e wo manhia fikesiem ha ne nyina ne se ombebo na ai abaso na enkasemu na wode epidwa se ne na akra gya so edan campaign bi edia sa campaign dina so eye build Ghana now sa campaign kratei aboho ama na se ba na kasa no na ode tudwa se wapa ho ntoma chese empanifo edi anim nyina mo hwe na ekwan po metuma fa so ma Ghana yempuntuo yenkanko agya na so ba no mo hwe emfa mu akwan ma na kasa mu wode tudwa kratei yes
tomso
otumfo you say to trouble you
ti enkanana
awake
oyo otumfo anana nu nyina
anananom nyinaa wo mutum
okay asante hene akasa ewa anim ha eti kate wabɔ ho amane e da anim ha
awodo mpanimfoɔ so omo sebe omo abobra contribute to oman so ebuntu anti waya ade ye bought kokɔ so aba so because nkrofo edi say adwuma ni nyinaa se kai hom and I like that medal it's ka call medal
wo hwɛ amampanimfo watwam kɔ mehu enka ne mampanimfo
homode ani agibidache
ye di bi ato no ko
utumfo ankasa de agu ko
no asa achia waka
onye ni baatwa
na mesim panimfo ba ho nyinaa no ometim de sabi sima ba akɔ sesa obi ahyɛ bele nka agempatimi ko hia ba akɔ kan ha kyerɛ no sima ba ba akɔ sesa kwan wa ɛni tɛtɛ ba akɔ pɛ wo hyɛ bele bituma sesa sɛ panimfo kuni ni ani ntini
yes obi babra obi ana aka ha kyerɛ na o say
babra o
na nyina mgusu am igbo yi ana me de mesase me dem before bra ye nyina ye bo se mgusu ko me so ne me de na me bo me so ne me de na mgusu am igbo yi
se me de ya na ja
ko na enkopeja no na enkotu ni party
mo tu ne fo sa o mobra
na mgusu am igbo se me so ne mobra du
na de wo mobra
mada da bi o hwe no asma me kemi nka bone me tu ne fo
na me mo ne se
ana se afutu
na igbo egwadwo me sa mo ne se bi
enti akwa bi ka ya se aboso ba ne mo Japan enti me boso ma se mi
you say we se me den
Shawdin Tibobra
medase madase why tina me so le ma
futu de yem futu bon ne yepo
ndase oni apa
futu pa
you two for kofina yede nyeme nua no ese nyeme nua no bi ma na
aja ya unia
twaso
I was for my father Bokata na wutedi no eye fearless fair and reliable eno eye the custodian da Bokata no na somebody bi aba pa o chem se empepam no kese di aban adamusufo won mutumi ka te kura wo mo a ya mo akonya se ja ensase ne aponi bi ama mo ndidi mu no woje se aban so waje sa atumi no e de afiri won mo nsam sanse ensise ye wo ho no won mabuso eje no ho ensam edan kata feto so enwotwe ena ensam nkyire mu nya no wode agu na enu achi no ena wode eye owura John Abdullah Jinapomfo nyini di aba na wode ne se sunano ewa hanu manya asam ketwa wode Ghana man panyini owura John Dramani mama so fo nyi de piso no so wanya nanim saa no asade bi ekoso no wani nje ho no wani mai busaa no saa wo wie no okotwa kuro bi edi aba na kuro no unhwe ma unhunu hwe sabi ayese wani wakata no sum kabi kuro no gina bia na no wache se dumso no asabo wasi dumso na we kura de wasi severely na che suwe no kura de anu woden
kofi edi ba ko bi so ba so mo se dumso de mai ise wo ka mo se de bi dumsiesi ebirum so se se fe no afekire katwom
afrede
afekire katwom se eja omo fekire ne ha ne aka atwom wa ha ye fekire ne ha se ya enti na mo de na eja omo fekire na ahafo de ne aka atwom
abantie bi abonwom kama ono na abonwom kama pa wode amadum so no na enyasem ketwa saa nwom no okura ne guitar na o twagumu
ya semu
na disia energy sector na mo di yisini no part 1 ye dum so part 2 ye dum sie na part 3 no mo se de
enti katum abantie ni nie
yo o ye tie ni
o se dum so no
and I sorry anopa ye dum kania ya so ye 30 minutes time 45 minutes time ye dum no 30 minutes time bro let us say ne ye dum no best 5 times and you mrenzu so a da mo shishi ye bana ya bejojo ya ho a isi di force munji sumuno and tonton barimo hey ubenya malaria obesa for hospital for yesika
Ti abrante we na ball nwom no wona da so no dum sa ba wode na acoustic na ode bon kama sa no nti this is the guy who played that song or trend for
nwom na de
dum sa ba okeka bi ka ho
Tumuriwa
malaria na
I just obi ka chero ba obi da ba mane
kofi me de matima tena se mutam table no
isi was fantastic de
me de mahu
na se mo hu mo de e da mo ase
o mu dum do hre ensia bia
try say calculating nzu afi
me de mahu me de do hre ensia bia nti
go enra na nim se medan kanem
o da sum
o meti mani na
be fa ko
ene wo de o mu dum no be ahomachi mu anadwum be 12 mu ho
na no kura
na o mu so ni 6 some me hu ye
me team na bottle pepe na fon ye koye
okay
86 ya ye kan news ya ne ba ye
say wo so da any mu ayi suma no we say
ye dum kania
ti wani hwe ya no
enya yi o Kofi etu awia na
kojo
ti momfa ba ko ntwam na afi ye nko
kojo mawie
na mamefa the chronicle the ubo ekrata no na enim ya nso sidie udi kan bwanka ho ensem no ene mahu se chairman asiedu nketia o da enim ya na o chese bwanka port ya ye kan ho asem nyame ya adom na se ye wia eye Ghana mpuntuo kese pa o eye mpuntuo kese pa eno eda enim ya kata obo ho amane na enim ya nso Kofi kata aba amane ire nchen bi da ha wo chese ene Ghana yemna hyebadwafi ombekwa asetena kwakoje emre bi dia tum ne nyina ne se paternity test se omunya wo akra wo bi aja hospital nya wie pe kiane kin da se DNA ehu se aja wo banie nti compulsory omoje man tumpe na ese ohye so no nti oyirinya kwa wo so pe na onya nyem to ho nge akra nfama fa no kakra na omaye paternity test no se de be ya ebetuma hu se aja akra ya wa ba wiasi eye sebi otadua no ba enya fe na waduru ba bi anyem ba ene yemba na yemanso bebre sisi yese ma sebedwafie ombekwa asetena akwakwagia tumani omunya gitum de ne Ghana be de papa awo so hona na ebusa o ene yesanya me bantia ne ohu kanyina watua wa ade o na eja ene dem krate wa boho amane ewo anim ha na afokonso ensema a wo kan ye eno na krate nso no wabo ehu amane ewo anim ha sa asem KuroYa deliga de ba ye no chese ne ohwe empanifo akuni ne anintina omo ewo MPP mu a sese no ya kire sese ase omo do maticha ni na ma afoko na ni nyina ye dibra ba beto ho na sade be ya MPP amanyuko ne fa ewo atifido mantem no mu no omo betimi ayedai awo tritumi do na wo ho na afimpenu ne do no nwatwa bato ayekoso yi omo betimi di nkurumi akrate wabo ho amane ye wanim ha we the chronicle the obokrata no nsema wodi bi agu ha anopai no no
right
see dey see
into apo I see the aba
okay
see the aba
no abusia
yento aso nti
yetie na
mo ana mo tie on radio no so aba nti yeba na afi ye de ejetuato no de abremu mo fanche se ne ebre no apa ho pa because na yen sheda nim from me ba isia
Esanya appointees ni BS7 no adum bi
na adum
Franka Makohe no na ballot box so
dabi
Zuba no na ballot box so atofo no na ballot box so you say you obey wanya ADD no na ballot box so Don Mahama na koda ballot box so Jemensa kura na onye den no na so ana Ghana fo hu ne ho mobo eto abama no ana no di ni tumi kakra man. The barest minimum you will do as a public service is to serve with respect, to serve with candor, to serve with integrity. Hakwa, okay, say me be me call man pon baby, me catch it. Say, apprentice di bi ya homa so. No munya careful. Ahokwa he nipa bia o so afofra. Eso hu ba bia de befa.
Right.
Uni me issues with MPP for. Abronya called then in same hunu call Albishop and Williams. They issued a statement. I'm very, very surprised. 48 hours after the fact.
No statement.
No statement from the NDC.
No executive has even.
No statement from Felix Kwachufo. I'm very surprised. I'll prove to you I'm surprised. President Mahama, okay, be a code of conduct in the room. Say, na make Francis afanka. Brother Mama ka say on so arrogant.
Yeah.
Mami we arrogant o mu ade. Enya audio repo o de bo Dr. Mary Ewusi na tie ne other comment ni bi. O mu ade ne kasa anye. Na kokwa mente se kra se sameja mfini ko ye communication officer na kokwa. How many times na hu so te radio so? E bon komo. Mami we papa yan frɛ no. Monday, my friend was answer by 15 months in so then it's over at least over 1 year wedding. Then I will free zones. Mammy, when I can Jeff,
share a Eugene Penamami, they are sending. When
I or buy less than 6 months or Koji award and I'm not trending.
Right.
Mammy, one day, say anointing bang. Now, sabe. See a 2 nipa who are only a posunya miche janwa, and then a Ghana for being. akwa masuma foforo yam pona America ni see
enuni.
Yes, my government will not tolerate arrogance and disrespect. This is arrogance, this is disrespect.
Sure.
And I'm very surprised.
Up to now.
Then, no statement from Felix Kwachu, no statement from the NDC party. I Mubedi atem na me that akokwa studio
almost 72 hours.
The journalism from in the last 4 years.
Oh yeah. Pressure by
you do atem any idea. But we are here, you know why we are here and our channels are growing. It's because of consistency and candor.
Yeah. About the truth.
It's about the truth. Manu omuade apology ni crop party. Say Ghana for Jane say. Ghana what apology no at the back? A very silly apology.
Na say omu fin say
Ghana for fin say.
Wakana wan kan ya.
What is this? I appointed him in to me the arrogance.
Yeah.
Otu okasa kwatwe to me mala o ya hwan abema obama poso nya mechela. Let's tell people the truth. PhD na kwa no kra bi. Odu na efen to me.
Yeah, man, minister.
Papa, we and you see, the reason why I get upset when politicians do that. Papa, we 2022. I come as so from Penifo. I call galamsey site. I call here demonstration bomb pass. I time na kufa on and gune gune. A kufa do not to pray on and then gune gune. And kind mama sama.
But there are more to a doom so ya. Ye can't want me. Brian Shra 104.5 Facebook. Yes, answer you live on YouTube. Ubi to me at joining. So one can yani dumna se won tiasia. It takes just some few seconds. Na omudi e dumno. Inti oba Facebook a yebese hu hawa one more operations ni bitie. Ti oba Facebook a papa enu odum tashi area ne ade no. Ti se ohwa engineer no no odum no. Said you must do no more boss prayer no odum no say. It's very simple.
So we are going to take off the feeders that are set from the transformer.
Enti hu said you must do kania na say net ye so mbetwa homa bia mu obabia nti machine esi wo no bie so say ya na watwe na esi inside na epie aha na waje krepe na chese wo na okro no wo de no off kra. Enti we engineer Francis Achasia general manager substation ewo Accra Tashi area ho no wonu dundum no na this how wa omudum kane ano nti yan de ne so omuso say ya profin aha simple kra. Na wadum no nti na say 3 days ago no wodum tashi de no to wodum no ti say ya net ye simple na wa switch no wadum no to ba Facebook you see it na me pese ebreko me pese yewuram kakra. I just want you to understand eye dum so in 2026 hwe ye dum so na ye wo no putoka se mo hu meka ne se eye pattern enye accident to enti bia ye wo wa na bibia besi ena chese akoye dum so ena ya ade enwanwa bi a chese esu ebi mada ye hunu ye mesro dum so eye ade a eye Ghana menka ne se eka ya wusuo hu eye DNA ye nka ne no enje danya yi no because of the fact that yanyine nko animu yanyine nko daache yadwene ne ya. And so the problem we are having today a partner wo ma NDC sesi a omo wosui emfa mo samfo hene say oh 2026 enkoduru bia July wo mo so ma solve ye hudum so biem me say dum so ye be say hu ne biem 2030 yebehudum so 2040 yebehudum so because abeka ye moja ho abeka ya wusu ho and because of your candy for endwene nkoda chinti no always eto yen ansa na yafa ho adwene eduru ho ansa na yabetra se ni abstart abedwene but ya nwene nkwa animu se ebre kɔ n'animu yi enoma ɛsesan de na ɛsɛ meyɛ ye reforms ayɛ no ye nhyeda entua na money ye that's where we are mame mfa nkɔ akiri kakra ebra akosum bodam ye nsa kan in 1965 and I was Sergeant for Kwame Nkrumah emma about 1000 megawatt capacity near the a boost to a foundation for your national electricity supply. Na yenya akosumbo no ye over reliant on it. I go say yenya enkani yenya ndi enkenu ano no akosumbo dam, that is all. Enti ya dwini mu no ye wie enu an ye da so dwini ne you. Na 1982 to 84 wana muhu sa enkane adundum ni bia obetere ye se ye pesi akosumbo are ensuo no kofem voter lake wa ye bibi chese ensuo no kofem tini adundum kane asa with the first ever dumso 1982 to 84 shasi okrum ha dumso era ya nyine o anhwe kwan ye befa so ye tena wa de akosumbo in fact 1998 under Rawlings to early 2000 na doom so sabaye a say repeating to refia. This is a pattern that historical 2006 to 2007 under Kofo we experienced another doom so sabre say okay ya the same akosum we are as a drought aba awo and na den and that is where you started say ya dwene say e de na be ye e de aka ho nti in the early 2000s no ekono a day babisi 2006 you started see say experiences dum so ebiem no ene ye adwene say no etwa say ye pe bibi ka ensuo no a epesia na awie no and that is what led us to a thermal plantings and some ho adwene kra eme ye adwene say ye be create a thermal power station. And so that is where Takura, the thermal power station, Tapku, in 1988 to 2000, you started to see a planning that you establish it. That's the first step. Why you need free ensure hydro, akosumbo ahwa dwenenkwa, edeba eye thermal plantings and some. Na ye ne sa no entimi ansu yama amre dum so ase. And then what we faced in 2012 to 2016, that is water. Ede Mahama Dumso Hunsem Mahama 1. Dumso Hunsem by. It is already parting from 82 to 84. What be here from 1998 to early 2000. I say Grum Ebedu and Dakofo into the make catch on say Abaibia pencil say wo ha. Dumso no. Ebia bapen, but what is our planning? But who pa is see ya a ma wo man ano ya din was in 2012 to 2016. There's a research by Ebenezer Kumi, University of Energy and Natural Resources. Now what the research now is quite interesting. It's quite interesting. Say ye dum so no. Say ba fashion trim e ye no ma be ye miensa bi. One, ye say ye fuel supply including gas. Ye de be power ye thermal plants no because ene said the maker say yenya because of Jubilee field gas inti yenya bi in 2014 na ye de try say ye de be power ye thermal plants no ne ade a ene ye wo thermal plants ahodo ye say ye de be support inti Ghana ye ka say generation first na generation problem say ye nkane na ye nya noa e de a che no e problem ene generation ye nya kura ma na broso yenya ye won fidie betumi ama ye nkane na ma na broso bebre. But the problem is say sikasem ne ye beto gas e dia power ye de beto femu e dia power e ye problem enti ye tutu ye sikasem a na yentutu ni yenti no na kabam. Now ma menkyerɛ wade from 2012 to 2016 the madum so yehu no woman ye GDP ye lose 2% of our GDP, which is amounting to $680 million in 2014. Sadum so no kwade de maye. It is a wunimu a na make say abena mansa store no a ode nkane ye adwuma no ye dum no nti watum. Enti sika eso onya ne no ehwere no. Eto a eso otua no ontimi ntua because wenye se sika no obetua mutuo. And so the nation will lose eventually. And that's no. Institute of Statistical, Social and Economic Research. One more a report for omoye no. Almost say 2014 dear, you lose $680 million. And to do so, we have to take it lightly. Say a bar, oh, and no, near the politics are found when we are trying to defend. The reality is that we lose a lot. Any country don't go on, but we lose a lot through doing so. Now, from 2016, abanda dane komama okay say campaign time. Ujine simpie so can say wa solve dum so ansa no work na MPP twan trust won solve dum so. And latter part of 2016, December hono kra ye de koto aba ne ade nyina no. Ye hu nkane adundumadum. So some of us defended the NDC say ampa oma solve. Emma ye do 2018 no kra de na ye power na expand ya ma ye nkane ne ahoden a ye nya no. Edoso ama ye yusukura na bebre kura ka abroso. Jeff, show me the graph. I mean sure 2018. This is the graph. Ye electricity ye demand no. It is already a blue no. Already blue no generation akosumbo water. Ne de no level baby e da no. It is a wo hwa. Ye power generation. This one was around 6,000. The water around 6,000. Oh share hydro power. The no a that's around 6,000. Now correct tema the make us yedim fidie ebe no anka na na maya e de gas e power ni ade a e be take you over in 2018 a okay say ne akra your friend is saying Mary Mone sa mfidie no abegugu nti my power generation no cost through ko do 10,000. In fact that time na ye demand peak demand akosro pa no na around 5,000. It yenya about 50% excess. Na nkane ya no ma na broso nti enhyada nya de a ze nkane ya ntimi no na eni ho. It 2018 ni kode na chese yehusi ye ho toye pa. Jubilee ni 10 gas supply ni a expand gas supply ho nhyada nya yi bia ye depend on Nigeria. West African gas supply ni ade bi o ha yesi o ema yesi de o maka o matum ni ade ba Jubilee ni 10 ni ade etimi bua ye kakra. But at the end of the day, so we 2018 preferring eba fem by 40%. Edna say you do na mana chepa no e bi edum be 30 minutes a eso three by 56%. You be afeit me by 15 minutes and no almost technical na dey generation issues. Na yetimi anya nkanea beduru amana abroso nti obi bisa na wo se edi nti na sesei ye nkanea ye nya no yetimi nu amana broso ebro ye sokura be mo ho mienu ni yeda so edum kanea 2018 de na ma kire wi but 2024 na ya benya dum so so okay de na poka se yenkoye timetable no a wotumfuo ka se ne no ma nyina essay. This is it. Ene da so no na posi yenkoye timetable na naboache na ni di nkomo na naboache ebisa no wose yenkoye timetable because that time no onu no hunu se eyedum sie ene omoye. What happened? Because from 2016 ye install capacity bedu 2018 ye boost ya mai say ye generation na abroso no eye den na 2024 na edunduma said there was a problem. Ma otukoko so kan say no makura ehye ni fridge mu kura say e che say ya nhwe ye husu ye from that time ayenya that high installed capacity no and yetumi aya medu baby no and kanea na fi ne dundundundum in 2024 so okay na this is the problem so person who di entia yenya problem here one of the fundamental issues is poor management and then management issues are enkoye any maintenance ya yamfie ni nko and a chrono so a water sector power sector any a problem okay say yes containers abegu port tema port for 5 years equal transformers here yes you installing ni abanda da na penso ye krabai ebi bai ebegu port for 5 years na yen clear ti aban we by in 2024 omu win elections by 2025 no minister confirm ma ene da ho no 12 March 2025 was 3000 ECG containers stacked at port items held for more than 5 years in the container near your transformers cables near there ese ebami e maintenance but na akawa ma demurrage action poor management entinka ye shase install sa transformers na akeka port wo no ebebe du ye ma ban timi yiye ene ye shase se install na kakra na ba bia ifin se power no o generation no eba de ba potem ho no mpuntu o mu yini enti anso o mo nti ye de sa transformers no ekọ ho akoboa na ye ne kakra ka by now emme ye too heavy say yes transformers afi the nationwide ba bia yes transformer na ye change but I was stuck at the port because no one will be held accountable. Yen you will be ahwe BBNC near wama ya bedru baby ya yedri no BBNC nothing will happen. And I'm shocked. Say when the NDC came, did there woman ye na containers akoka woman ye ya woman PS kama kaba ye a car holding ade ye be investigation ye be woman say 1 year on akosi say nothing. That is accountability lapses nothing. Eti transformers no a wo bre say di ansa na say e bi be last bi 10 years bi be last bi 20 years no e ka ho be 5 years no the durability na swate so who will be held accountable by the team sa amanyofo no pese wo mo edadaye but one thing we know ni say the ye face nei e dum so whether you like it or not e dum so the meaning of dum so is on the internet. The power goes on and off frequently. Echira will say, "Dum so." It is a say the ye dum so. You cannot lie to us. Na ensenchire ni ewo dum so as will be anya malaria. Ni ese ne ho ayehye. Ebia ofe ana wogya ne nan. Ni yamutu ni ade a. Ade ewo mu ne say dum so ba. Yehu businesses are air suffer. So when you come to Facebook, these some of the businesses are air suffer. Beheba brain shop wa. Abanti ejinem wo torchlight ne phone torchlight ena odi eyi microfoot enie. This is how businesses are suffering. Eti we no be so watwe blade no so wo beti akwa nanim. Na kanea no nhye da nya yi ntinu akoto na so. Afiri ho. And sika so wonya no we wa charge unti by 5 hours na machine ekura no be dia e do 5 hours na machine na dum ontimi ntoa so nya adwuma nti omo ba obenya sika ni nyina asa sika no eko cold store omo obeyi omo nam ahwe aguo to ba Facebook come and see how they are suffering said the businesses no suffer and we understand the signs and symptoms of doom so the woman diagnose you and say doom so my ya diagnose you what that we know there is doom so. And I will coffee cranoa. There's household uncertainty. Who nimsa ubenya kania demu na wunya kania dem. Ye be doom the same and as ye be the same. But the issue is that se doom so ba Ghana for ya tia se yen doom so na abaye mu jam aban bia de bi bebre nti se mo aba na doom so ba just give us a schedule. Ye be doom ni sei e bia nopa. Area enumre let us know. They said ye here ya the timetable no. And then how long it will take to end this doom so. Enu ne here. How long will it take to end this doom so? That's the most important thing. transformer ye changing no one catch there no ye any problem. Come and see some of these things. She will be dying nation. Okay, I mean, anti dying share a day to me because on ya we see bedum kania. It ye be okono. We jani machine sisu, we jani fridge sisu. Obeba no ne jet them to come and see we nyame nko ani ceiling on say eja na efa no. And it was in the afternoon. Nyame nko a say we ni fie dia na nka asem. And this is what is happening. So mzunyane esija to call to them. All these things yenim planning so ye bedum kania ye schedule nia we can plan well. We can plan well because John Jinapo, you were the one who told the Kufuado say on my timetable that time 2024 now your position what's the Kufuado you are trying to do something for 1 month on my timetable. This is your words.
That some of the thermal plants are down. Specifically, Hapo is down, Tico is down, and so they are not generating enough power. But more importantly, there's a lack of fuel in the system. Because of the financial constraints, government has not been able to procure adequate fuel to fire some of our thermal plants, culminating in the load shedding that we're experiencing. 1 month of load shedding is more than enough. This is not sporadic. This is continuous. This is persistent, continuous of fuel in the system. Because of the financial constraints, government has not been able to procure adequate fuel to fire some of our thermal plants, culminating in the load shedding that we're experiencing. 1 month of load shedding is more than enough. This is not sporadic. This is continuous.
This is Jinapo. Sad time in opposition. Or say 1 month. 1 month of doom so is enough for us to have a load shedding. And we are in about 2-3 months of this doom so thing. I don't know about other regions, but Ashanti region is almost 3 months of doom so. From January ending, what day, but first week of February, I made started calculating is and we are about 3 months. So, baby, so is more than a month. John Jinapo, this was your message then in opposition. That abroad 1 month, we need to have a low shedding timetable. Also, nothing has changed now. My timetable, do same. My timetable, Ashanti region, we know these areas will go off today, tomorrow, that. Now you say we install transformers here. Yatias ye. Modi say yate gas na Munsem ayedniama mona. Modi mum pese mo catch there because I've heard from one of the minority MPs or say gas supply Munsem subiaba. We haven't confirmed the truth yet. But modi mo say transformers na mu change ya. Ya diatum. Mumma ye timetable simple. One are kind in opposition. We say bro 1 month here. There should be a timetable. So give us a timetable who say this is doom so, and we will plan our lives. Business is bit me a planning. Obia bit me a planning in life said you sit here. Me, I don't care about empeninphobia. I can't show me some got tranche and munko so griku hononi ade. I want to myself because me have always said say the basic be akosumbu jane tohono. I don't understand. It doesn't make sense. And agriku sa efidie no machine no anom say asay because of poor maintenance yensie over the years ama machine asay a and also cause generation problem no and also a reason for say you be holding crofo accountable if we are asking people to step aside for investigations any problem. But we all know say those people are not the only problem and our leadership at those places in enye the only problem high. Although you call it for accountability, Yenim say there are problems within the government's streamer. Esemusumutumi ye nebua. ECG MD akasa. Watch say sikasem. Enuma kura kadia wamobetono. Ehun sikasem kura ne du baby na yedin. This is the MD. Also financial challenges. There are projects bebre so mo ye. But sikasem no so edin ma womo. Especially Ashanti region. Bulk supply point wono. Esi na ye 4. 2 are saying. Aka 2 pe. Sika wo mo de be expand ya matu na beka ho no is a problem now. And we all know this. But ye focus ni nyina akoye te say omo eda adwuma na no akoye say obi anabra bo nko ye no fin say ne fie ba ye na ye no. Eti ade no ye nimba bi a problem no efri. But we are skewing it to a certain direction. Me the Greek oni akosombo I've already said say me that fire no make sense to me. So investigations because I don't have problem. But say mpanimfo bi wo ha yakoten tamomo especially from Ashanti region and other areas knowing that Ashanti region when you come here your both supply point no and no man shut down koye and the project is ongoing sikasema den.
Yeah, in the construction. Before we hand over, we want to understand there's been time for 30 years. We want to know how far that. So it's very difficult to give you a timeline on the third BSP because it involves working with GRICO and the government, and we are right now in the planning phase. Okay, we plan, then we secure funding. Because we haven't yet secured funding, we cannot give you an exact timeline.
So can you confirm that we are not experiencing load shedding?
We are not experiencing load shedding because we have enough generation. We are not experiencing doomsday. Once in a while, we have constraints in our ability to move the power to customers.
The whole problem no ye can say no a distribution problem. We have moved from generation problem to distribution problem. Delivery no. Generation said the problem is not generation. Your power ne bebre said them since 2018. Your power bebre even more than our demands. But the distribution problem. Why is ebe kokoko me enya nkania no transformers ebe holding and kania no yetimi acheche ne areas ne kama. This is the challenge. And the sika wo mo de bedi hu dwuma no so na ayedene. And that is what the MD is saying. Projects bebre wo why so mo ye. Let's address those fundamental issues. Now, this is my message to John Jenapo. Let us know the number of months modebe change transformers no. Na mo ma ye timetable. Ye be hu se na ye bedum ye kan ya na yetimi a planning. This is a simple message from Ghanaians to you. And then also say transformers na say wo hu ni so get more companies involved. There are private companies no munsum na enu be speedy up na reduce a duration. Because we need the power to be able to produce. The production of medical or the effect on our GDP. Very, very much important. When you come to Africa, and so why should we suffer for this? And this concludes, say, no government have solved doomsday completely. No government have solved doomsday completely. Because NDC can 2016 so solve. Ye be who doomsday 2024. February, Edru June krade na ejegon ni ekobisa na po hu asemi. Say NPP kono ono sese no wa solve doomsday 2025 e ba kakra bi eno ne prepare ye ni hu kakra 2026 eni de ye hu ni. So no government have solved doomsday, and we need a strategic plan. See a debe solve doomsday e wo Ghana. And it's very, very much important. Ya bre any samani hunu no. Now be read them na fe show ni ade che se hu de wo ye ho kra. When it so wo be fie wo business call bi a be ye na wo de aye yi bi a be duru fie a wo pe phone, wo pe so charge your phone light dum na phone dum na sika ahwere. Do you know what people are losing? Do you know how much people are losing through this doomsday? But when we talk about it, I say why in the politics? We must stop this stupid electricity power politics. Yahini now politics now or mine idea here pa ekuye. Do you know right now hospitals rely on alternative power. Sika wo mo say no nyagro bi kura ntimi power wo mo plants no emfa bi nya operations. Why must we get here? De bia na ekọ na yada ye ho na yaba yechi. De bia na ekọ na yada ye ho na ekọ yechi. Give us the timetable. Let us plan well. Insura 104.5.
Ebusua meba.
Insura 104.5
Eugene.
Yeah,
Adam, what's way?
Yeah, I'm good. I think the energy situation is some. Ghana doesn't have a capacity issue. You see, some of politicians want to create problem no more. Obi obeka chose akosombo jana ehye ni bia ka ho ne odun so no nim ne okeka.
Yeah.
And last week na power issue started with Ashanti region.
Yeah.
Omo chairman call yere pa na akoka say Ashanti regional power issues no unbearable no.
Yeah.
Na set na janto akosomo. Officially Oshe Ghana your stored capacity. I don't want to go back to 2018 figures.
Yeah.
Okay, Ghana your peak demand just about 4,000.
Yeah.
Your peak demand. Ghana stored capacity 5,260 megawatts. 10,000 free. The issue is that at 12 gas near the process your gas planting. Your maintenance. 2. Togo after plant our asogli planting. They are not producing to full capacity.
Yeah.
3. Car power echo offline. These are the truth. And they don't want to go offline, they are not producing the capacity because of Sikasam. That's the issue.
Yeah. Any generation problem.
Sikasam no stems from if you have a fair idea of Ghana's energy system, you understand it. Yeah, 3 main systems and Ghana you operate when it comes to energy. It's in 3 legs.
Yeah.
Generation. I want to cause money at the Kakosumo than a hydro so near there. Any what term I cut term like the fuel. Brony kind of brown energy. On the power no. On way ya no da ma grid co. So grid co is the second layer. I was just say. Na grid co dey ma ECG. Na ECG tia so dey aba form. O tia so dey ba form a na no aba ye fie ene ye dwumam ene bibia. What I say. Enti no eya den na akokwa say sikasema ye nya sika na enye. Na se power na ye ton bo kana and it's true. Your commercial and technical losses are around 20% and more. Your tombo car, yes car. That is the truth.
Yeah.
Ebi used to power no moon to ya. That is the truth. I hope again. If you be capacitance, or trader, on what the low current mobile bus me because baby a power never much makwa man a kwana wa. It is so musisi. Yeah, be send okay. Or some substations still be there. Nina yisikasam nti akokwa nya transformers no mo sesa na the light aba ena nya akosumu na the light out aba sikasam ni sika de top gas na ma plant. That's the truth. And sikasam ni because power na ye generator ye tombo ka. There are issues. They say the minister be kase 2 p.m. Mechanism papa bincha Ghana for.
It's too bad.
Akwa you see the economic conditions agwe center because Africa sustainability almost estimate about 2 billion losses. Kwa imagine so obi abafie so abafie obadwuma obi yitire the whole day oni kanea obi beye ne o say no benya kakra de didi ono so betwa susu and one assembly ni dey baji bio in the form of what tax
na ko no wonya ya
so the ramification na da bio na ma menya ababo mi ana ni bi ntino
na make sure mo
terrible situation
2014 dia we are losing 680 million US dollars.
A terrible situation I saw by now. What one I am my way no. Yam packing kind. And I wouldn't say agents on the data and I hope transformers say biabro so na population in ya so ba no a man told be na to man tatale.
Yeah.
Odu class 4 unko to 1 man tatare ma. Enti onyi ni nya sakokwa na hu.
No, but by you say you're fixing 2016. A buying now buy ya oko you the 8 years, right? Let's add 2025 to it, even 9 years. Eti omo abeka ye ho no, omo abeka adults no a omo atumi high dan atoto to mfidie ni ade no. Omo abeka ye ho no. For now, see we almost our time no ne di enyini a. At least they are about 10 years. Which womu nuru se womu enya sa na almost one no lower age no so we hear population no youthful na ewum no it means almost contribute to majority of population.
The analysis is not exactly like that because akra no one no so the microwave kra be hit in the na what I'm talking about is that our population have grown. Ashanti region na 5.7 2010 na 5.4 Ashanti region kwa 700,000. nti obi anasa be first what ebusuan fie no watu akosi ne de ebusuan fie light ne yente so.
Is it the houses or the
expansion, so population expands in new areas in the no. So the ECG and the right there must be tracking we new site in Crawford kwa. What utilities can we send there? But I said there, obeku a new site you can be a school ni ho. So I jamba so what you new site ni be school ni ho. Station papa bi ni ho. Community center be networking ye. I don't know if you notice it. So when population are growing, the utilities must also what? Go with them.
But now your excess capacity. Still we have. We don't have a generation problem, which means now your excess cry to me. They are containing this growing population. It's not that we don't have. They said they're okay. Population in akosumbun generating MY. But this is where we have excess generation. Population you need problems. It's not make us say a distribution issue. Which it's not say
Nipa 5 na good transformers. Then some that transformer no. Then tia. I'm say be a force, be a loaded. Then they loaded. If you're working in the data, I can make that. Then in years kasem. Papa you must say BSV OBC. Then was aka bulk distribution set.
Or siskenio.
Exactly.
And any generation problem.
It's about me say Ghana problem ni nyina. Nyansasem ni sikasem. Esikasam. That's the summary of the problem. Esikasam. Nakwa. Esikasam. That's it. And to mama kasam papa mchanga kwa the issue is unbearable. Among people, especially uti omema, the issue near trade and commerce. Among people rely on power to feed. A day said Juma ba kwa nyejuma. Now be you train kwa the whole one nyejuma. Ofa kana ba yo.
Waboka. Cold stores no cry.
Exactly, cold stores no cry. Don't want to the best na eduma. So it's better mama na ninko hu. The besia.
Right. Men kwansa. Na Enra. The President of the Republic nafi Chief of Staff Adam Penimfu Pinu akupie the Church of Pentecost. Na wonomo ekokosom wo ho. Jeff Fatusumai Nehona, the Chief of Staff, Ira Julius Debra, or Pacho Ewo, Dr. Ewusi, Nasemwa Okai, and Okai, and Semo Katre, a apostle, say on canon to me, the accounts in me, in fact, a trend the Saturday Christ, yes, I can't want him. Emma Menanka Sabe Pacho, say, or Pacho, say, be a seminar Okai, no. Affected a apostle na fi Ghana fu nyina said the okasa no wan ka say ya yem fanche no maame no e kasa wo ho sa, but people were calling say nke yemba maame na megina ho nye mic no na on pacho dance Julius Debra ebe pacho. But let's listen to it first before you be making a comment. Bra Facebook we Julius Debra bra na or pacho on behalf of Dr. Mary Ewusi.
But the chairman of our church, you know, myself, Honorable Elder Ofuswampofo, our local government minister, and several others are members of your church. A few days ago, one of our colleagues, Dr. Mary Ewusi, slipped a bit against you. And I want on this occasion to commemorate my birthday, to let the whole church forgive us. It was just a slip. It wasn't intentionally done to malign our church. I believe sincerely that you will forgive her and forgive us and accept us as your children. God richly bless all of you.
Entiera Julius Debra ena osuno, in fact ordinisuo ena pacha wo ho na ho nsem so abebebre ti owie ya na Apostle Dr. Eric Nyamechese there be insu.
As for this lady, she has made me more popular. Yeah, people like that, I don't think about them. Yeah, because she just made our church and myself more popular. If I held anything against her, like standing here to speak for 45 minutes, I would have said something about her. But I think that
we all have our opinions on issues. And so let's just forget about this one.
Apostle Doctor and was say Mamino Kramana popular more Nina Safuna we preach for so many minutes into hours now nka obeka ho asem anka ha no anka aka ho asem but what their channel da free na kuma munti apostles who hold the BBI against Dr. Ewusi, but this is the chief of staff. So those of you who are saying say the internet chief of staff na say also ba no koye appointees ni nyina wo headmaster any chief of staff edi bampani ma opposition bia say DC CEOs ni ade nyina no chief of staff and yen kan say headmaster wo hwe wo muso wo nyina koye say teacher for wo hwe wo muso. It is with that name no patch that is leadership. And no che akendi papa. Dr. Mary Ewusi enso apacho. Ono de na me problem kakra with the if no or the share ni mu no, but at the end of the day wa pacho. Na I always say we bear lesson to the politicians as to how bibribi o manua mav daria na bibia na yeka. This should be a lesson to all politicians. Now, this calls for humility. Because Ghana for now more kasa ne sebe ye wuru ye di mu ngosru ye wuru ba fam ye dwene yetiemu nsem no so a ye dwene hu ne ye hu nyansa wo mu ebi hu sebe jimie batatu a ye hu. It is a jimie batatu a ne atwe wa dwene sisu sebe bi e kono nye, but ebi ahantanti ye ntiase na hantan di wo say ye nim tu bo say de wo makohwe ase arrogance of power ye ka ho ase mabrebia. And this will be a lesson to all the politicians. I like this one, and I wonder why the some of the MPP mpanimfo ni bi ni communicators ni bi criticize say adena maame na ne yama na me pache we frakada ma chelpa na Julius Debra na ekopacho. At least we are better than Abronye issue with Archbishop Duncan Williams. Because with that one, the MPP just issued a statement. Or say MPP distances itself from Abronye's comments against Archbishop Duncan Williams. Abronye did Duncan Williams attempt NPP only wrote a statement say omo twe omo hu free Abronye asem no ho nyese ombe pache wo omo twe omo hu free ho. But at least this one has shown leadership, going there to apologize in the church. Enti mo amo criticizing the chief of staff na akona de na yese oye at least o ma take step ye pese mu nyina musua amanyofo ni nyina musua na etimi boa, because o man na etimi no when it comes to issues of national interest be to say galamsey a say wan hwe ye na amanyoni na ye wa adwen say with selfish interest nti wo be kata suba ma yen ya behuna mane de a ene ye nso we will come after you. My catch say galamsey nsem de ye mfa ni agro, because we know the implications and the kidney problems are what all confirmation na others are. Why we say this here? And more show leadership. Julius Debra, I know you to be a man, a very humble man, and respectful. I mean, why are there and taking that charge to apologize? I did the kudos to you guys. Na muntu omosofo se kasa tantaino in communication. Monkrofo ni nyai na omaino di ehia ye no ehia oka ho asem aka ne ye. Eugene
fidie na asumeme nkadai.
Bizum wa video.
Nze mingana.
Bizum wa video.
Ibo munipa. Ntu wonko pacho.
Na maamene so pacho.
Na polo we ya pacho.
Also pacho.
Akwa yan
in fact Saturday no dey.
This issue no. Mem oye na eye ya. No waje o mic. The producer to achi.
Also pacho.
Media mem pesa o pesa me kabidia. Fantasy we no so.
I made you know. And some mama we so nyuna no.
Maame no omunipa. Yen ka no krenkyere dan for me say dan for. Ne kasa anye. Ne kasa time pan na san be patwa wa say Ghana for dwen say. Na say maame no one onihunu mu. Onya remorseful. Onimi die ma pani. Unsan papa ne kasa ya.
Saturday nyumre uni madam fu bi frɛ me.
Me bamba. Unsan papa ne kasa na. Say na benyansafo kasa.
Kasa opacho. Yeah.
That's the Julius Kwen no soon apacho. Me president man came na me dream say yi kakra. But at least the chief of staff akasa.
No, but it's supposed to be the chief of staff.
Printing code of conduct. Yeah. Code of conduct ni shem say ni ye bi say ye twa so ye
arrogance no. Mama so won't tolerate.
Me e ba no. Me can say tell them to media say as Kennedy. I think but utie ne pacho na. She still sounds very arrogant and condescending. Condescending means kan twi omu nipa ne die ni nafa. Yenye ne salary ni bi nkonkon ho.
Sam.
Akwa omo politics no omo ye no. NDC no ebeto the Church of Pentecost.
I think say we better listen.
Omo MPP ni omo NDC no ebeto the Church of Pentecost.
Yeah.
They should respect themselves. Monya mo politics. Enya wo merewusi, enya wo wanu, ene wo unim diem, ene yebeje galamsey update. Enya wo unim diem, ene yebeje galamsey update free wo. Ye because say my the 3 basic water index, they check say galamsey ko so unim. What is this? As some politicians and they have some unfettered assets be to say whatever. Tran radio so ke kan ye mope.
Yeah.
And I mention na blame yen. So sorry be a mic ma obia no ke kan your pet radio so.
Serious.
What is this? Intimidate say wosun esun no mfa bibia ma ana osu wan sun so bibia ma asafo na print book ye disca na ma wom.
Ti yema so mramfa so.
Let's sanction them.
Right.
Ebi arrogance ya bro so. Anya man mu ya na koka say ye mfa chobo enwi
power yeah.
No man anya chobo na 40 free zones.
Meda see Eugene say to mame kwa homa so ne honorable Michael Edu Okan Energy Committee ne ho na ye ntwetwe nkom. Honorable, good morning shortly.
Good morning akoko.
Apo me ye de.
Ya me adom me ho ye na we.
Adom ne mpa boy ye ho ye pa. O wan kran na waba.
Isi sha ma bedroom kran.
Oh, okay. Ye de nyame ase. Ma yenhwe power situation currently committee no dey briefing na mo.
Yo ano pay me that me share initiative for me through for na the little briefing I hear HSA there was short form in production in terms of dam Akosombo dam no, which is the hydro and any major hydro facility supported man. Grid for 6 station aqua off. Off Nama Akosombo to me and fact but the underlying issue and it's a government planning because a government planning here and Kasabia I didn't see and Kayo other plants are Obetinamano gas near moving to those plants so that you see in and it's a transformer and Yama replace no. If I have proclaimed what but instead of a human so share Amaya shares are transformers. Former CEO of or managing director of ECG, but transformers they are moving fast. Why you proclaim so? And so more years politics there now was some more investigations and you actually a transformers now my baby baby because yeah almost now in the end they are buying company on areas how we have transformers
Honorable line no emze yenya challenge kakra. I don't know whether say who you suma fees be ana bibia year peace be anka obetumi a disconnect ya mai. Afedi ye kakra.
With the mon kafana me driving key.
Okay.
Na o se me parking. Aye.
Right.
Enti the woman say okọ ECG omo advise company no senior was almost share almost transformers baby was some upgrades in this area. And based on that, na Dubik Mahama, at the procurement of transformers, ne be brave the Yomajuma, a baby go. Mobile, and most of this are mushim, na Dubika procure and abroso. Into the whole of last year, a Juma was some year, a massa problem with Emano, went to me. And then our problem now by Temono, I think I'm over catching some over transformers. And I will say, the media for the ECG engineers at Chivo Tessia, to replace the transformers or Mudiachi. But transformers in yet tomatoes, I told Doom City Biakoto. Transformers is a word that under Yayani at the Abro. And I feel the government, negligence, kakrabim, poor planning, abim, technical expertise, and I'm a winning number. At the end of the bus stop should be on the ministry. There was a minister and Suyano, send your all pump microphone, there was one Ancas and Suyano. Planning Ben or Yen, she said Ben or Yet to her say, you be do situation with ma. You were more than 5,000 megawatts capacity. And now, you peak demand, you use about 4,000 megawatts. And over extra 1,000 megawatts. And in case, say, you find say, I could so dam every stream this way. What excess never no, and then a woman almost gas, no to me empower in Caniano. And I say, even any now bet your power craft. At least if you're able to power 500 to 600 megawatts to add up to the Ewahona, doom sonning yet to say,
but interestingly, more procure transformers AB by and per the minister's report, no, just say a guabe 5 years. As a Muslim, why you?
There be Okasan and Yanokre. Oshe, easy.
Hello.
Hello.
Honorable Kaza.
Yeah. Within the last week, when you say MPP, in terms of transmission, SAP, Christia Kumase transmission line, 330 kV, MPP na yen. Ghana Burkina Faso interconnection project, 225 kV, MPP na yen. Abuazi Christia transmission line, 330 kV, MPP na yen. Brekum, almost supply improvement project, MPP na yen. Kumase Bogatanga transmission line 330 kV and MPP na yen. Achimota Malam 161 kV and also MPP na yen. And Tiaka Febre Accra 4 supply points, and a Kaswa substations meaning MPP na yen. Kumase Afari Military Hospital 33 kV I Kosi wo substations ni box supply points yes see what Ghana be really fine people na yen enti waba e was say we share the one because plan the other whole plan ya to ho engineers select me aye who assessment who say aha when you here enti governance is a continuous process waba obi aye ye we nyina make us me bobo a akokwa debate here and MPP here in the power sector no make in terms of transmission distribution yade you can say bobo debate here and also there is a self plan no now she so ke o ma ya kodu ha enti yanyan to aso Ghana so every year be a demand power demand ni grow we share report on the bar every year be a demand ni grow. Once I wouldn't say every year be a demand Negro, no. The year 2025, you do not have the luxury. So better now the whole year. So the shisha
to delay no kahon.
Delay ne kahon.
Okay.
Delay ne kahon. Say ne gidi almost suma engineers at TSC will say ahamon kwasa transformer. Ahamon kwasa transformer. Na kawoba ye na nipa na procure ne ma na ngua. And Kasabi, I think I'll be a procurement too. The other person was visionary. Say no, at the end of the day, when young procure, even NDC, but the name will not be a Juma.
Wow. And Ekobani say, more as a committee, no. yeah, we need role to play. Say, ensure that the right thing is done by the ministry.
No, ministry, parliament, oversight responsibility. But human ankasa the ministry ne agencies ne enti oversight no dey say adwuma omo ya no ye be from about parliament every year be ombeba omo de omo work report programs budget ne niema omo expenditure bi omo de be ba be kire enti omo ba na ya ne be ye mpinsin mu ne abisa we mu ye ne say we mu ye sade na ma anya ni sei ana sabre ya niema e koso ne so yetumi from ni a question omo enti yani ero ne se ebia yebe yani omo yebe puchi omo tools ama ne ma bi omo aye ni yi enti we aba say no ede ya ye ne minister be kasa ye ne agencies ni bi be kasa in fact weekend ne free last week be nyina na ye nam
okay
na ye versatile power plants no enti weekend you say time ade we say ne wo atuabo because we say last week mo be kai say Trouble so gas processing plant, you know.
Yeah.
And what touch Mama Greek could any Ghana gas statement by.
Yeah.
In Tiania call a trouble hole in the Maha Lembele. Say a quack or share plant in a situation. Almost say, oh my ye, and pass it almost to me a repair ye.
Okay.
And I say, you be not, but some cabin or more cards say, and I ain't nankai. In Tiansaya to so your coin. Your coin empire engineers couldn't come engineers and catch a problem nearby. But Tomo to me a crap pass Naban, Tema Baby drum or replace summer. Gas plants, I shall say, Yedima.
Oh, okay.
Your coin, so me, I made the many who in that plant, no more says, so a year. Apart from, I don't know, Yasa call VRE. Echo share VRE, so a boise diano. And your coin on who say, Omo plant libi or ha. Omo to set tea not. Omo tutua, omo person me no combine cycle a. Omo de infideni bi baba be shim na omo aye amana aye kesi. But omo plans na kan dey ye adwuma. Enti ye ne committee ne dey ye gusa ye bo apra ye adwuma no pe kra me no ka say. Ye nam kwaso ye koto aye adwuma so.
Okay. But the sacking of CEO Greco meaning so what? Moko hono ne mu hu ye nyina no does it really make sense?
Sacking dey me hu ni say a small screen. A small screen because asem na aban ti ase e pe obi na ye de ne etwa so ye de ne sacrifice. Enye CEO ne sacking no na e be solve. In fact, enra sacking be bra akoso. CEO no de na ba. Kuma sense mate say ETG regional paying for no
reshuffling
paying for no reshuffle bi abem am ye omo na question am bi sane say if ya ye wo hoyi kumasin kanya ni endum bi ma na and se kumasin kanya ni dum bi ma o me san ye reshuffle for fana where your question say what say bi sa
right
asama ba yen hwe be a problem no one yen solve na sa small screen na hurriedly ya be pam obi ya record shafu obi because party be chairman say omo no I some year party before any other. We shouldn't politicize the technical people na ye adwuma wo ye power sector no akoko am say who call rounds na who ko share anado na engineer si utesa akosombo dam ura jam ni mu ekwase heat esiwe wo pa engineer si omo wiye university omo hyehyɛ omo helmet ne ye omo hyehyɛ ase ye adwuma sɛ de bia nkane abegya so a menji ni sa wo ya politician be kasa tia sa technical people no
okay honorable mamina se anope
all
right honorable Michael Edu for Ikrom MP member energy committee and Otin Nkano Barbara Facebook there's a worrying trend Maka Voxy who wants to happen and say we this driver in fact IGP no apam for this driver must be arrested today mama nin chekra sir driver we AS47 let me get the number right driver no number no let me get it right Tibra Facebook this driver ohia se ye che no na nipa eguka ni muso I don't know why ebia wono so unreport on the road say yenche driver no Okay, so that is AS 673625. AS 673625. Voxy car nibi. Berade. And yes, will be our time or more. But look at this. We are the we.
What more baby on now? For you overtake and I push one way. The car say any baby on them. How was he? So only here. On funny perform kind, baby on them, and one your baby in shade. And one your baby in shadow. What are the hour? Come up on a genuine.
We nyamenko said the aquanema commentary na masi no we nko beku mu nyina because car kese no and na car kese no driver no in fact nyamenhira no because say wanye careful pa say bia obe try na experience kakra ba mu anka obe ya mo mu nyina enti yesi fox bi akohwe ase nipa wu a sometimes a driver phone ni jimi ye bi ka ho we no de me mfa sebe nka ho we no de wajimi mu jimi so ahu ewuo nie no wo so obekọ akoso ahwe tihwe no ai we de ni jimi no sebe nka ho behwe look at this enti monche no AS 673625. That is the Voxy driver no and the number no car we be bia process for IGP. You bet me a sanitizing road na road safety ho asema ya adwuma. Some of these things must be attended to. Very very much important. Yenche no nenichne ya AS 673625. Watreche extra time. Uni extra time bi odibeku nipa. Let's arrest him right now. Who here? What extra time? No one really obeku nipa extra time no cry nru. Ne yenye license no. Very important. This is insane. I mean, it doesn't make sense. Say oh your driver ni obefa opposite lane. Na you serious oh. You serious. You serious. You serious. Inti monhwe na monche no emaye. Na who here? Donald Trump America there, one of the things I me feel you omo pay omo security sem. Na America enka Donald Trump obetia ni pipem na nke White House. Ti be how America abambofo no atwe Donald Trump afiri etuotuo ye bra wono mu ehie mu agya na ballroom wono mu wo mu edi dwuma wo ho na gunshot. Enyasem ketwa beda na obi atimi akọ that range wo president American president wakwa no yesi no no so can guest no wo ma invite wo ba program na se no ono so anya invitation abase ne tuo hye no ho eso university graduate a che se ohwe no a ona je se hwebra ye de Trump free ho no akọ no na security officer we dey o smart papa wa be huri asinanim ti tuo na eba na wo de ne ho age. This is interesting. This is interesting. It's very, very much interesting. What I said, the America within seconds, the way they acted, you know, as for my plan, BBA or what that. In fact, me who the first na me dream say a movie no movie. Me who the first na me nim say a reality. But me sorry and I'm say, hey, me see report no. I Fox News near. Then I'm say, wow, like seriously, or the true na room. It is a what ya a corner chica crowd better say na eye pupum na it will no air to two actually. Aha, this is America for you. When it comes to security, don't joke with them. Don't joke with them. You can't security Branabe. But the most interesting part is say one more time president no ne one more can no no eja e manu isio. One more yere no ne. Manu twitwa omania ese mo de mo nye leaders no mo de mo ye partners and ma cover Trump o mo de na ekono and very much interesting. But Facebook never share there. This is how the American security works. Untimi nyane ho kra. Abantie no etutu. In fact, oto ba ko kra bo security officer ba ko ewo ho. Chese na very serious, but America security there. Before so betumi adu president no ho no. Na chese asem papa. Abantie na odi se nyambra asem no one da ho yi. On the dahono. Inti White House brana correspondence dinner ekoso no ko tutu ho. Na ye friend no eye Torrance. Abanti ni dinun Torrance from California. Na police for no action. Secret service for no me action on the dafem ho no. Then ni we graduate ba, and this is the guy who was shooting or to two no pum say no copy Trump so copy when your investigations are still ongoing. DNT or the two ekugura wa America president baby or tieno or pese udru ho. But only a smart stopping. But this is what Donald Trump said. Ebra unyaniti edidi mu no was say what Tennessee say akunya bi na pepra.
By the fact that he was wearing obviously a very good bulletproof vest. He was shot from very close distance with a very powerful gun, and the vest did the job. I just spoke to the officer, and he's doing great. He's in great shape. He is has very high spirits, and we told him we love him and respect him, and he's a very proud guy. He's very proud of what he does. One officer was shot but saved by the fact that he was wearing obviously a very good bulletproof vest. He was shot from very close distance with a very powerful gun, and the vest did the job. I just spoke to the officer, and he's doing great. He's in great shape.
And Donald Trump no o confirm say one of the officers no security for ni be etu kan, but na o she bulletproof unti but will receive treatment, and that is it. America nanka better no na is it say obi na abo ne pass then no the investigations are still ongoing or no more say no ma betumi akoso. And this is what is going on America security there. Untumi mfe niagro. And my catch show no panel says South Africa and ne on Freedom Day. Na Julius Malema Aselo Kanidin. He talked about the fact that Pamua South Africa for airtime before foreigners no. Enye papa. And I like the statement from him.
What is the definition of a foreigner? A foreigner is a person who comes into your country without papers, doesn't have anything to show. That includes you. You are foreigners because you have nothing to show. You go around claiming this is your country.
Yeah, you have nothing to show. South Africa for now before no mutata other African foreigners no me ye here for panso okrumo. And was muni show inti mo ka foreigners abaha who are the foreigners. That's how mo kroma GSK depend you. Woma GSK depend Rollins account see am $1 million. Bra no mo prefer wodi ehunsem am mo ho South Africa one. Ghana ye ko mo $1 million Mandela. And omo de tutu wo mo tutu ya de binya afa hodie. So it's something that as you nyina ya gitum. I know the 5 be back count because machines need to me always spend 15 minutes out until the 5 be back count. Don't worry. So this is it.
Time I hear war akonano sino obaha on 2 occasions. Second occasion no. Or Yasika, you breach into the bank. You 1 million man. Non go here no. Multi-party democracy. You know. Okay, he went to lots of places. They gave him good money, as well as for his foundation. We could only afford 1 million. And he went and won the presidency.
Yeah, Tienya Buano. Oh, South Africa mo ye gay guy no. Ghana Yesika Umbio, wane. Montumwazi. Yesika Rollins na kasano. The late blessed memory.
Amansan
Kofi
yeni dwai
asema former president kan ye de emede na embum obeji kakra we hokudi ye de na kai de den
ai yeni dwai
yo me fast da ema Millennium Insurance na omose menka ncha se eye nsiachi banko ade a se efa agapade ho ana se wo hyen ho no fa ho bo Millennium Insurance na omomo papa esanse wo de wo ho to omo so na wo ye nsiachi ba no edi efiri ho a eni ahodaso no emodu papa eni e mon komo 050 141 8228 050 141 8228 na oni abonkomo na Uniyat Practical Institute na to nsa afro se bisua be for computer mu bi na ene ye kireo network and cyber security engineering, computer basic and office administration, CCTV installation and management ye kireo, data analytics ni nyina ye kireo, online business and e-commerce no so Uniyat for ebwa a kireo papa, design technology with drone piloting and no so mo kireo, software engineering, computer hardware and mobile phone technicians, artificial AI abe fa ho bo Uniyat na omo enche papa
computer ho de
ba computer ho ne ma dia Uniyat omo cha kwan ewo susanso ba stop wa te quantum point so ene emo nkomo 0345 3848 0345 3848 cowbell was say our mark ni nyane se nyabi ofie esanse edenro ahyem mase twom ene vitamin A B9 C D E K ni nyina ewo cowbell mu unyabi ofie a enkura no na empanifo enom ntino cowbell no was say we no eye our kimi goodness ma wonsa entimi enkabi na the Nature Smart and Data, okay. The Nature Smart and Dental Clinic. One more na etunsa ede afrewi. One more chira say we seno en kabia bamu no mechire halitosis no ye boa ni nyina ede afiri wo de amawo. Eno kra da nchen so a seno ye no white twitwi kama pa ede amawa na Nature Smart and Dental Clinic. Mechire omo oral shops no omo tropete Ghana ha nyina na enkwabata no bi ewo kumase ya. Eno na eben farm depot kumase de no. Ene mon komo 0539 839 335 0539 839 335 no bon komo ongalicious abinwa ha promo no guso kwaso misrawo se unya onga powder promo sachet ni bia boabo ni nyina no nefa ko omo redemption center ho na ene omoma code no na omo de mawa dare costa 713 star 27 hash na upia tuma ugina kunya se udi achede omo se achede omo che no esombe 4 million Ghana cedis na esesa achede onsaka bia nika sempa ejina musa akosi 15 July misrawo se FDF wo oma hwem aja tum se ye
na Dominion Herbal Powder any Dominion Herbal Ointment no ebo medipeduane no matimi akonkan na Dominion Herbal Powder no ede o se etu yarwa hodo ase enei chronic diseases no agini peduane boso enya asem ketwa etu dia ne se anopabia no bomoden na epe eye atrene de adum koko no na ete eye powder ne baako efa guso ensuohia de ne fa gum na afi no bono gura wi a wa peduane ede aguso anwumira ne de obedi awie owia wa no maguso na no matimi akonkan ko ni peduane mu a asesa yarwa hodo ni nyina ase agufom na enu akino Dominion Herbal Ointment so atimi aboa wapo ne wapo so untrimu jonku sisi ojo ho agine nyina no so watimi dia sasa so amano ma akonkan pharmacy shops chemical shops herbal shops ahodo ewo ewiase afa na nyina Ghana titru no obowura mu sabetimi akabi shira fm abobo ano obanso a dodo bia pebia no sabetimi enso aka 0245 455740 and have 0543 158195 and no Dominion Herbal Powder and Dominion Herbal Ointment and no enso echi no Franco se fo papa fi Franco akache ne ye compact of ne kura wo no ejeje de ye kwenko afi so kura be for 10,000 di kura be bia enko na obomode apene aja na chiri kwan na afi no metimi akonka kwa Franco won mo betima ma brand bia pebia say Nokia say Samsung say iPhone sa hodo abaso na wo pebie won sa betimi akabe no achi so no eye home appliances ahodo no odi bia ba eye kasa mfonyini kasa vidie ene afi so kwatwa da kan ni nyina no kwa won sa betimi akabi TV fridge ne air condition na nyina no okwa sa betimi enso akabi yan fresh 0245 316969 and afi 0501 538605 na afi no yani Franco enkasa na mepacho mantem du se bebi abekobia no wabie ne nkrabatan bi ehon ma kwa sabetimi enso akabie Kabel wose awa milk mepacho bomodin anopa bia sorry na wutu twati na no bomodin ma Kabel ni bi enso timi akom na timi aboma no matimi akonkan kan enuane nuro no enuane cowbell eboa manipadua no nyine from anoma so ekon kan bedu abefa bia obi se cowbell coffee no enua ene ye bo with your every movement ye mobina enkon kan na Diamond Health Services so aba wose nei eba nse nhwe nipadua ni mu ne ehunu yade no ba bi ehye ne ntimi emfa no odo na tiwade enkan ne ntu fi nipadua ni mu dia wada mu bafu amfidi awodo ene wasoade abanya asam ketua na nyame ya adoma wo bie nkura bata ne bi e de aka ho a ene oborum e wo bantama konfano che anim wono ma GCB bank no edan na wemu na no amu na eye Diamond Health Services so nkura bata no wo bie foforo e wo sanso na tonsu Ahensan Hospital no anase China Mall ekwan so wono ma so no wo bie baako enso ho nyame ya adoma 1st May 2026 no se for do bebo dom na yembia no na no man konkan 0598940100 and that's 0241172336 and aba frena finichi mu aka chebia no wo so atimi ajama no ma akọ enkan
yo absa business bank for na omofre wo say absa we kra no absa na dia ba enti say adwumadie bia wudi otonton kwa adwuma ho niema idwadie ho niema nyina na wo pense chi ba bia na say wo pemmoa bia eye absa bank ne ekọ na omo de absa business bank no e dia abo papa wo mo so wasene absa wo say your story matters na Milo Champions League no eguso ekọ schools be 20 enkura ne de no ekọ so ewo esipons kanita kra de sports stadium ho na ombo nyina wi a omba yi school ba ko na eja omo abona ba so Milo Champions League ne ba ya chepa aboa me ne yetimi ayi talent dodo na e de apie high sense air condition promo no guso ko so mesrew afin ko de da air condition ne nyina high sense unum se ya tisi ya hu na omo boa papa pante odi fa woni kiremu ewo mo kobata bia unim bia akwa se wo mo promo na mo ye de afa air condition ho no wuzu upebi na be say yes e bonda from papa Coos Enterprise at the Tox mosquito spray any I am refresher aba na that Tox mosquito Tox mosquito spray no de e bwa naja entontom no watimi e de kunkum dodo na I am fresh ane de wodi siesie wo dem wa e manka ne ye pa se na ye tie om de bi agu henti cent no ejina na so ba ne pa first na ha hyehyehye come on so say there ebigu hey aha ye kama mesraw say upebi atu atonwa 0246131880 0246131880 na onso wonsa etimi akabi na Moria Education omo the STEM robo competition no baso nyame ya adoma baso ewo kaswa Pentecost Convention Center wa 13th to 14th August ena dwumadie baso dwumadie kese a eboa maja ye mano nimdia omanya ede afiri kwan fa so de ensa eye robot ne mano nyina no wo mbesi ho akan emihu de wa bi wo mu pa kama mamaru enkohye mbi fempanifo 0245211395 ana 0531024345 na senu bodwuma dodo ho ahyem na moto insurance de eno ne Holland eno na ye de ho ebo wo masanse wodo ho bo wo mu a ene wo ka no ekosesi kwan so mo boa abetwe de afiri wo de ama kama pa eno kwan po da nchen so a ode do na ewo nchen afa ho bo Holland insurance wo se mens la kekra eno na de ho ebo mu jojo energy drink ene wada sorry man santimi ka bi na woda no enyina brand esanse eye energy drink a onuma ebo papa ema odamu no ejina ye pa FDA fo wo mu ahwem age atomu se eye Lux soap eno na ye de dware yo na ye de atu munamani nsa ne nyina atogu shop bia wani tua bia akwa ye de ne ye Lux soap okwa na eja wama wonsa atimi aka bi ewo ho na mami enkanche wo se nido eno na ye breakfast no se unye tia na nido na gumu aka num se ya na esense utoma akomako edu a ye de ba ko pio so we promotion ekoso nido ema breakfast no ejina ye pa Kojak farmer wo de Kojak pro code abadwama so a tiade code ni nyina wotu asere ma ana Kojak charcoal toothpaste ne so eboa ma osen ayefufu aye kama pa Kojak floral toothpaste no de eyiwo num enkane nyina ana Kojak p ni f no so no ode ohuru num na aja wonum no etima da ho ama watimi adidi afede obenya biato Kojak farmer okan she drug lane enkran Central Market 0244559597 ana 0244481341 Alaska Star Enterprise unya dru wa wodem ho be fepa abomu yen ewo edum opposite Prudential Plaza first floor na Mrs. Anoche Plaza edan na mu na benyo tudu nso no ene yenkran obehu ye wo MTT the office ene Ecobank ehwe anim ho a 0245330075 ana 0200281080 na eno echine nso no volvite wɔde enupa kɛse dodoɔ na ɛbɛ adwama so nkora de wom panifo de wom yɛsan so wɔgye hɔ ade twie ma ho atɔ pa oba bi na yɛ wɔ yɛ amesrɛw ma wɔn sanka fa matras ɔmo nupa wɔn na bɛ fɛ no volvite enupa ni bi ɛbɛtumi aboa pa ne sonson kwa na atra so wɔyam so ntunu ɛkyɛn primary ma wɔn sanka trazofo in the tablet ni bi and suspension no etu no nyinaa se ɛde ma wo pharmacy bia wɔ ne tua bia wonya duru hɔ a ɛyɛ volvite nupa ni bi na wobodin na yɛ di ama 0561088666 0561088666 na oni yɛn edi nkɔmɔ blueprint ɛnɛ deɛ wowo a wontimi hwɛ bi ba saa nti no srɛw akora sɛ unigidi o ma wonsa to nsa free blueprint for na mo yɛ ne ma sɛ de bɛyɛ a wo nso wutirim bituma da wo fine asafo kumase ya behu yɛn ɛne mo nkɔmɔ 0547 113957 blueprint na yɛ no mo nantie na munchi chocolate chip cookies no ma on santim ka bi de yie pa nkwada we mpanifo we obi a pɛ obi en ho mpa de de ma on san ka ba wi apa onya bi na nya drink bi di pii so a ye munchies chocolate chip cookies eno one ye de enantie na eno krampo dan chance so a Lily Flower Limited omode Lily Flower green clean solution abadwa maso ene shampoo no kama pa ene uka no ode hurum kama no kwada nkyɛn so a omo ba kubu hɔ ne ndade no ne ho ne manya fa mo ayɛ shem eno achi ne nso no fie hɔ no to nsa frɛ Lily Flower Cleaning Service Limited na ombesiesie hɔ kama emfa mankukunya nyina ombe yinya de afiri hɔ ne mo nkomo 0532764950 0532764950 na one Lily Flower for atwetwe enkomo.
All right. The Millennium Insurance, Korea Insurance, no papa or marine insurance, travel insurance, property insurance, no motor insurance, car near dinina or no be insurance kama at the amount from 0501418228. 0501418228. Kai say Uniat Practical Institute and so ebwa we pa say we no kra de wa boss and ye na just say no one no nti yemfansi we na just say nyame adoma ochina na no ebre no ani amoa yen na sure ti yemfani nyina mfansi okay the threshold okay